Well, hello there. So, I'm waiting a little bit for this game to load, and as I'm doing so, I've realized I've not prepared myself a drink, so might have to do that at some point. For now, it should be fine. Also, I forgot I'm supposed to be capturing a specific window rather than it automatically doing it. That's the wrong one. It doesn't actually show up, odd. Unless, maybe this. Hmm. Let me try changing it back now, because sometimes that works for some reason. Specific window, it's got the right window. And yet still not capturing it. Hmm. I suppose we would have to do it this way then. It's not going to be particularly good, however, as I cannot seem to make this full screen yet, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, that did not work. Hmm. Usually it's one of the F keys. Oh, F4. Odd, but alright. So we're doing the normal mode, and also let me alter the audio just to be sure. Why are there so many? What? The majority of these things don't even have sound to them. Odd. This is the regular mode of Grimm's Hollow. It is recommended for those who have some experience with turn-based combat or prefer more difficult battles. Choose this mode? Yes, of course. So there's only two modes. You have casual and you have normal. Not really that big of a deal. And it's sort of an RPG, JRPG style game. Welcome, New Reaper. We're so happy to have you join us. It's been such a long time since we've seen a new face. What? Who are you people? We're your new friends. I'm calling the police. Wait, I don't have my phone. Why is she acting like that for? Grimm hasn't given her the lowdown yet, remember? Oh, that good thing we have balloons. Everyone loves balloons. There's no telling these people apart. There's no voice for them. Where are my balloons? Crap. I think there's one singular Reaper who's different than the rest. Or noticeably different at least. I'm not sure. I've played this before some years ago and I do not really remember. Everyone, shoo. Oh, Grimm, must we? No parties are to be thrown until the newbie is initiated, and no party is to be thrown without me. Especially with my balloons. Come on now, everyone, out. And there'll be cake later. Everyone rushes out except for the last straggler. Also, you can see she's got a uniform on the table there. I'm sorry if they scared you. They're a bit overwhelming. What is happening? Right, I'll just be straight to the point about it. You're dead. You're dead? No, I heard you, but why are you here? Well, unfortunately, your spirit isn't strong enough to move on. Here at Grimm's Hollow, spirits such as yourself help deliver ghosts to become stronger. Ghost? People whose spirits is too strong, making them frenzied and unwilling to go. We reap those, and it's a topic for another time. For now, you need rest. There are fresh robes for you beside the cabinet. The local baker has also been kind enough to give you some donuts and cookies, free of charge. Unfortunately, we don't have milk. Wait, do you know where my brother is, Timmy? Sorry, little one, I don't know a Timmy, but if I meet a Timmy, I will tell you. Have a good rest. Alright then. Can't stay here. This may be some sort of weird court. I should put on the robe so I can blend in and escape. Alright. Fresh robes and a reaper mask. Also took 2 delicious donuts and 3 spooky cookies. Adorable little apes. I don't think I can actually interact with much of anything here. Also, only the green balloons seem to have faces on them. It's locked. Of course. Psst, hey. I can help you. I saw Timmy in a cave. A cave? Yes, it's where the reapers go to reap. Oh, good. Don't worry. He was safe the last time I saw him. Where can I find him? Which way? Just go left to the exit out of town and head into the first cave you see. You'll find him there. Oh, right, one more. I think my cat's actually out of the room when he wants in. He's normally in the room, so I suppose he snuck out when I was out of the room. Alright. But do me a favor and don't tell anyone I was here, yeah? You know, those reapers, they're kind of nuts. I lock the door for you. Good luck. Thank you. Also, apparently the cat was not quite wanting in the room, but he's going to be staying in here now. The shelf is full of coloring books for some reason. My mother was apparently just messing with my cat, using the, laser pointer on him. Me? I'm just trying to look out a window. I've never seen a view like this when I was alive. No sun, no moon, no concept of time, night or day. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to freak you out. Sorry, I don't want to talk. I'd hate to wake up my partner. He needs to restore his willpower. So that's sort of a little hint where you have willpower and you can restore it by resting. Cannot speak to him, however. You can't tell whether they're asleep or awake, probably because of the mask. But I will say, one of the things that's sort of annoying is, as I had said previously, my mother has sort of visiting. The shelves are full of oddities. Take a glance, yes. Reaper's Starting Guide, Rules of the Hollow, History of the Hollow, Delicious Recipes. You don't really have time to read them. So you're sort of visiting. But as I say visiting, it's more of she's stuck here, as her boyfriend had to drop her off for some time, as I guess something was happening with her home or some such, but she's still here some months later. Welcome to Grimm's Hollow. So this is the only Reaper who is actually different, is the baker. Most it's the hat and baked goods. Oh, hello, my friend, and I was supposed to meet at the bakery and eat some pastries, but I think they've stood me up. Now it's just me and my new friend, the balloon. Oh. Interesting. I'm trying to eat a donut. Go away. Hey, Broski, I've been thinking. If this is all we eat, how are we able to process all this sugar? Shouldn't we be fat from all these carbs or something? There's no such thing as carbs when you're dead. Now shut up and eat your cake. Technically, you shouldn't eat at all. The Reaper pokes the chocolate cake with a fork. Here, wanna get this bread? That's very silly and adorable. Have you seen Timmy? Sorry, but there's no Reapers called Timmy in the Hollow. You can trust me on that one. I know all of my customers. Who's asking anyways? Lavender sweating under the mask. No one. Are you a Reaper? Technically speaking, I am. I don't have enough spirit energy to pass on, but I don't reap any ghost. I prefer to bake, so call me Baker, please. Why is there a bakery here? Reapers don't need to eat to survive, but even if they're dead, we still get tired. A reaping can be very draining if it's a difficult one, so I sell bread that restores willpower during a reaping. That way, reapers don't faint out of exhaustion. They get to spend more time collecting spirit energy from ghosts. All I ask for in return is a small portion of spirit energy, so that one day I can pass on myself. That's the agreement Grimm and I made when we were discussing opening up the bakery. Grimm's job is, after all, to make sure everything in the Hollow passes on. Though really, I didn't take much to convince Grimm to let me bake instead of reap. All I had to do was give him a taste. So he's sort of a baker, purely because he makes very delicious foods, and the Reaper has a sweet tooth. Ghastly Cave. This cave is void of territorial hazards, safe for all initiated Reapers. Oi, get up. The Reaper pulls his partner in the butt with a scythe. Up now. Fainted Reaper, don't wanna. Too tired. Understandable. North, Waterfall Cavern, East, Ghastly Cavern, Grimm's Hollow, South, Death Cavern, closed. West, nothing special. Nothing special out there, huh? Sorry, but cave's closed. It's brimming with exploding ghosts, large gaps and broken bridges. Until Grimm finishes restoring it, this area's off limits. Well, alright then. On to the very standard typical cabin here. It's dark in here. Guess I'll take off the mask. Timmy, are you in here? Wow, that's a fresh face. You must be the newbie. Yes, I am. Can you help me? If you're looking for another Reaper in here, you'll need a scythe. Here, take mine. Thanks, but why? Oh, heads up. Should I teach you how to fight? Yes, because I don't remember. Oh, that's a ghost, unlike us. It has way too much spirit energy. We need to reap that energy right out of it. Wait, what? Why? It can't pass on otherwise, poor thing. All that energy's tormenting it. Now, pay attention. And start swinging to start your reaping. I cannot center. Oh, I have to select the character first. So one more, just a little on the outside still. I need to see if there's sort of a volume option in game. Timing matters when swinging. Press the down arrow right in the center once the scythe starts moving for a good swing. Missed a little bit, not too big of a deal though. Look at the blue ball. Reaping... why is this hard for me to read? Reaping with your scythe brings out your spirit's special power, but it doesn't stay for long after reaping, so let's make good use of it by pressing special. Do an attack which ignores defense. Pierce. Gloom Cloud. Oh, that ghost is preparing a special attack. Press it down once the blue bar reaches the boot to dodge. Looks like you've got hurt. I heard the click as I hit down, however. Did that not work? You can go to your pocket and eat food to restore your willpower. If your willpower is 0, you'll pass out. Well, that's about it. Once the ghost has the right amount of spirit energy, it will pass on and stop bothering you. Good luck. I don't really see much point in trying to use the special on it right now. And the ghost faded away. 2 spirit energy reached. What was that flash just then? That means your spirit has collected some spirit energy. Close your eyelids. And look. What? View upgrade tutorial. We'll skip that. Oh, okay. I just need to know the button to get to it. It's just a standard upgrade table. Anyways, I shouldn't hold you up. Go find your Timmy. I'm sure he's missing you. If you ever need any extra help, I'll be around. And don't worry about dying. We're already dead. Right. Okay, so X is the pause menu. So we start here. The willpower needs 20, we have all of 2. We do not have enough for this. That will increase our max health by a good 40. Sleep needs 20 info. The spirit will force, so it's a spell to cast, it puts the spirit to sleep. Resilience, flinch, and red flame. So the actual first spell that you'll have to attack with for the specials. You can upgrade your strength, poison, and other such items. Alright. If I remember correctly, it's also a very good idea to attack everything. Oh, so they just get to sigh then, without me being able to defend. That's unfortunate for me. This gloomy spirit lowers your willpower through a sulky sigh. There's not much keeping them from passing on. Willpower 3, attack 5, defense 2, agility 8, which means willpower 3 out of 10, so I just need to deal a little bit more damage. Similar such thing, it's at full health, however. It does 11 damage, so that one actually will just one hit them. Not too bad. Then I do need to actually use one of you. 50 or 100? We'll just use a 50. Right, we already know about the purple spirit. Carol, red spirit. Carol can pack and mean roast through a helpful song, but if their friends are hurt, Carol will sing a soft healing hymn until they are all better. A healing hymn does not restore willpower entirely, but heals all ghost by 5. Right, so kill that one first. I'm still missing it just a slight bit. The ghost faded away. Full spirit reaped more spirit energy, rather. Notice, please note that ghost caves sometimes have ghost walls. These are illusory walls. These are illusionary walls which hide secret entrances. You can make them disappear by facing the wall and pressing X or Z. Try not to get lost, Grimm. I heard there are ghost walls around here, but I've poked and prodded this wall with my sight and nothing's happening. Not all walls are ghostly. It's probably either the one over here or the one down there by that ghost. Right, so probably this one down here. Alright, so nothing from there. Protect friends, Well, Jerry's over there doing something special. Let's observe. Jerry, blue spirit. It generally puts a special protect effort on his friends at the start of the reaping. As long as Jerry is there, they can't be hurt. Using Pierce is very effective against spirits with high defense. Willpower 13, attack 12, defense 11, agility 16. And then we already know about the purple spirits, so no need there. At most we could check for their health, but they're full, of course. So no real need there. However, we'll need to attack it normally. I'm always missing that one. I'm not sure why I'm off. It's not even a hard check to make. Also, I'm probably going to die if I do not heal here shortly. These are a spooky cookie. Now we're nearly at full. Right, and with the Jerry dead, this should be much easier. Granted, he didn't really attack, and the ones still hurting are very much still here. I'll need some way to regain health during a fight that's not using items. If at all possible, I'll have a higher defense. That'll be much better, honestly. Right, so if I got a perfect attack, I could actually one-hit them with a standard attack just fine, but I've not been doing that pretty much at all. You prod the Reaper with the butt of your stick. Did I pass out? Oh no, that means I'm late. I'm supposed to be at the bakery. Thank you so much for finding me. Here's a reward for your troubles. One delicious donut and a spooky cookie. Well, right then. Snore, a purple spirit. Look at it, sleeping peacefully. Hit it and you'll likely be on the receiving end of their fury. Willpower 35, attack 15, defense 0, agility 20. Well, I'll have to hit it. Not much else I can do. Missed it a little bit there. Also, it's changed colors, so I'd actually sort of like to inspect it a little bit. Unfortunate, it attacked me twice, even though I had selected this. So, not much of an option there. You passed out, didn't it? Looks like the ghost you fought gave you a rough time. Remember to eat when you're in danger. Sounds silly, but it works. Sort of, but at least I'm at full health. Also, do I have enough now? Depends. So I'm not sure if I have to branch out exactly, or if I can just gather whatever I wish. Slash needs 10. Information. Deals a bit of extra damage to all spirits. Not quite. Pierce? No. Strength up? That could work. So I could enhance... Oh, it only needs 2, so I could have enhanced my strength before. But I'm not sure if I want to do that. What I want is, I think, more defense. Do the offense for the rest of the reaping? Not quite, that's a spell. It needs 1 for this one, yes please. Shatter? No, that breaks the defense. Haste. Speed. I believe that's how quickly you can react and attack. That actually I would like as well. More actions means the likelihood of surviving is much better. Confidence. Swing. I do not need abilities, I just need raw stats right now. And strengthen. 7 defense is pretty good, but 11 should actually get me to most enemies not being able to hurt me. And then of course I can raise my life once I have enough. So for now that honestly should be pretty good. Most enemies should not be able to hurt me. But another thing is, oh, they actually are respawning. So I remember in some area, maybe it's just the caves they respawn in, but in the overworld they do not. A little odd. I really should have just used piercing attack, I would have one-hit them, but I suppose I managed it anyways. I'm also really going to have to step away here shortly just to get something to drink. I have definitely forgotten to do that beforehand. I might actually be able to just kill the... Yeah, it's whatever. I can kill this one directly with one hit anyways. And now that I'm not observing every little thing, I should have a much easier time surviving, honestly. And also, we have excess energy now, so let's go ahead and level our strength a little bit, so that way we actually can kill them a little easier. And I do not need to worry too much about the specials, but I believe that's the speed at which I gain the energy for it. Okay. I'm already starting to feel the problem here. See, right there, I got 15 instead of whatever it was before that I had. Much easier to survive with. Also, I didn't transform that time, so very lucky. Oh, Lord, I'm curious what's in here. Okay, never mind. I think that's actually the way to go. Oh, man. My word. Oh, counseling. Interesting. Only did 4 damage. Ghostings will strike you with their ghostly claw before you have to dodge their devastating ghastly gale, and will do so on repeat. Attack is 5, defense is 2, and agility is 10. Willpower 30, not terrible. Dodged. Alright, it's a little odd to me. Well, I didn't really pay attention to that. It's a little odd to me the way that the dodging mechanic works, because it doesn't quite fill the boot up, it sort of skips over that part, so you have to hit it almost immediately. It's a little odd. Maybe that's actually where I have to go. How do I get to the one room? Maybe it's the wall down there where the guy's resting at? So a perfect hit right now does only 13 damage. It's not the greatest. Oh, so it does fill the boot up, but just for some reason it's sped up on that first one, or that first one didn't matter? I'm not entirely certain. The tutorial one I'm referring to. Because I'm fairly certain I did hit it, but it also immediately filled the entirety of it up. Unless I just didn't accept the keystroke, not sure. Alright, what else to level up? Well, first of all, we could max this one out, I suppose. Or not? Is it? Oh, it's got a second layer to it. Interesting. I wonder how many times you can do that. Oh, honestly, I do not remember. Our speed is pretty high now, so I should have plenty of turns. And next, I should level the strength, I believe, and then health. I don't need too many abilities for right now. Just the primary stats should do. Jerry's protecting his friends, and his friend is going to try and kill him, but fail miserably. I think after this cave is when I'm going to try and grab something to drink. Because like I said, I will definitely be needing something here shortly. First, any secret walls here? Well, clearly there's secret walls there. Confused Reaper. Oh, you found it. Oh, well, I was supposed to apparently talk to you. Something about this looks dangerous. Not yet. Well, unfortunately, apparently. That might be where I have to go. And the other ways, or maybe extras. Let's try down here first. Right now, the sweep attack would have been wonderful to have, to be honest. I botched that one. Well, as good as having the sweep attack would have been, being able to attack plenty of times is honestly much better. Alright, so I do wish to actually observe this one. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, well, alright then. It does not change, apparently, to a red spirit. It's still considered a purple snorer. Alright then. Plenty of spirit energy to be had. I do want, not pierce. Slash. This was the one deals 75% regular damage to all spirits for reaping. Yes, I do wish for that skill. And our strength is much higher now. Downside, I do not believe our spells are much higher, but we also don't have spells right now. It's all dealing normal damage still. $23. That's very good. we're doing quite a lot of damage, so I honestly don't see there's going to be a problem anytime soon. However, I do remember there's something about the collars. You prod the Reaver with the butt of your stick. Ah! Oh, thank you for finding me. I was chasing down a ghost, but it disappeared, and so did the exit. That stinky ghost led me to an ambush. Here's a reward for your troubles. One delicious cookie and one spooky... or delicious donut and a spooky cookie. It's not often you find a very intelligent ghost. They're usually very impulsive and frenzied. It's useless trying to talk to them. Poor things can't help it, though. They just have too much spirit energy. Honestly, I thought I was going to leave it at just that they have too much spirit. Oh, there we are. I hit up instead for some reason there. Well, I did not quite mean to attack that one, but it worked, I suppose. I also didn't intend to hit slash either. Not sure what's wrong with me here. I was wanting to hit pierce. Not sure why I did that, but it worked surprisingly well. Alright. Let's level up our... I think I'm just going to level the strength until we max this first phase of it out. Which is what I'm assuming these are phases. Because I thought it was going to max out once it fully lit up, but I suppose I still have room to grow on defense. And I need 8 more, which means we'll get there very shortly. Oh, that's how we got here. Given 10 spirit energies. We actually found... well, right. Let's go ahead and do this, and max you out. For the first phase of it, anyways. So I need 12 more afterwards, and then we can start getting our specials up, which is the sort of spells that we'll have here. That was purple, right? So then blue flame and red. No, that's purple flame. This is red flame then. Right, so red, blue, and purple. And then poison is sort of the in-between on these. I believe each of our attacks will have something there. I don't honestly know if there's any of these I'll really need right now. What are you? Confidence swing. No, thank you. Flinch, not sure. Alright, and then willpower is 20, so we'll definitely need that soon, but not right now. We should be fine. Especially with how much defense that we currently have. Between the defense and the damage, I do not imagine that we'll have much struggle. And also, of course, healing items. I just want to get to the point where I do not need healing items. Timmy, where are you? Lavender, is that you? Timmy? Lavender, hold on. I'm coming to get you. Oh no, you're not. Do you remember me? We met not too long ago at the inn. Well, I wouldn't think you'd care. You just reaped a dozen ghosts like me. Thank you for your help. But I'd like to collect my brother. Collect. That's a nice word for reap. No. I should never have helped you. You're just like the other reapers. I just want to take my brother and go home. Let me through. I like how it's changing. Each time he speaks, the ghost alters his appearance. No, you've done enough harm. You're not reaping him, if it's the last thing I do. So it's parry this time around. We'll go ahead and observe. Parry Red Spirit. Parry puts a protective effect on their friends. If you try to swing or use a special move on them, you'll be hurt instead. 45 health, 13 defense. And then we of course know the other two. And I sort of figured as much based on the name. If Jerry is protecting, parry would, well, parry. How much damage will this do? 32, even with that defense. Very good. Oh, I screwed that up. I hit it too soon. Unfortunate. Not even sure if it would have mattered, to be honest, since I was in the menu still. That was actually rather easy. 34 spirit energy reaped. Timmy, are you still... I'm not sure if it's still there or if... Timmy, are you hurt? Well, I cannot go in my menu right now. Oh my god, Lavender. What's with your eyes? Lavender? They both have the little swells on their cheeks, though. Are you okay? Maybe that's just normal. You can't be a ghost, Timmy. You're both dead. Of course he's a ghost. The difference being, he's stronger than you. Why are you crying, Lala? So, that means that, in terms of spiritual energy or spiritual strength or the soul power of the soul, Timmy is much more powerful than his sister. Um, the sisters, and that's probably due to their age. The sister probably saw something in their life that diminished her spirits quite literally. Whereas Timmy's too young to really remember much of what was happening. And of course, she's aware they're dead, and I don't know if Timmy's aware that he's dead. Tim? Yeah? Hide inside my pocket, and whatever you do, do not come out until I say so. Stay invisible, otherwise, I don't know if I can protect you. Is that clear? Okay. So I'm not sure what the ghost thought reaping was, to be honest. But maybe some spirits are just afraid of the afterlife. Since obviously there's the chance that it's a Christianity, a sort of afterlife with a heaven or hell aspect instead of just the afterlife. Hard to say though. There you are. Where were you? I was worried sick. Figuratively speaking, that is. I cannot be sick. I went for a walk. I wanted to stretch my legs. I see. Well, now that you're up, I may as well invite you for tea. I don't suppose you mind walking a bit further. I want to rest first, so yeah, I'll go have tea with you. Excellent. So, Lavender, which of these treats are your favorite? Is it a cookie or cake, or you into muffins or donuts? What is that behind you? I don't have a mouse to show you what I'm talking to, but the baker's dying to know. Wait, that's not the correct word, pardon me. He is eager to know. Yes. If I had to pick out of all these options, it would probably be cookies. I do enjoy a good cookie, but based on the design of them, might be the donut from what I saw. I don't know what the muffin or the cake look like, but I do love a good cake. Depends on the cake, however, as it very much depends. Donuts sort of similar. It's really hard to pick a favorite out of all of these without obviously tasting them yourself. Ah yes, that is the first thing I ever baked. It was also the last, on accident, of me setting the oven on fire. As the living say, that is the way the cookie combusts. I was about to say the actual phrase. Mr. Grimm, I've got a question. No need for formality. You can call me Grimm. Ask away. Can a ghost or reaper never live again? No, unless they had a soul. Oh, that's right. Okay, sorry, I just remembered something about this game. I don't understand. Don't we have souls? No, I'm afraid you're all just spirits. Well, there's a difference. When you die, your soul disintegrates because you don't need it anymore. All that's left is a spirit, which makes you either a ghost or a reaper. So that's the thing that's here. So in this, I suppose, in this world, in this universe, the id is basically your spirit, your ego, your self. Well, actually, not your id. Your ego is your spirit. Your soul is sort of that which binds you to the body. So your spirit is what moves on. Your soul is what keeps you in the corporeal realm, connecting your body. It's your tether. So you have the body, the spirit, and the soul. The spirit is the mind. The body is, well, the physical aspect of the living, and then the soul is what binds the spirit and the body together. So once you're dead, the soul isn't what moves on, but the spirit is. It's interesting. All that's left is spirit, which makes you either a ghost or a reaper, pending the strength of your spirit. But every now and then, there are beings who arrive here with a soul completely intact. Normally, when this happens, I redirect them back to life. This is a rare occurrence, however. Anyways, more oolong tea? Yes, please. Oolong tea. It smells nice. Do you have any more questions? Why were you mad about balloons? Or are you a god? How did I die? Oh, you remember that? Well, I wanted to throw the party first. I was going to set up balloons in this room right here, but when I looked in the closet, all the balloons were gone. No, I'm certainly not. As far as my powers go, I can teleport a certain distance, and I can reap ghosts very well, but other than that, I can't do a lot of things. I can't bake, for example. Such amazing thing, food. I don't know that, I'm afraid. I don't see anything which happens on Earth. And more. What happens after I pass on, or I'm good. My guess is as good as yours. I've never seen the afterlife, only delivered spirits to it. You know, usually new Reapers don't tend to believe any of this is real. If they do, they start assuming we are caught, which is exactly what she did. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's the masks. But it seems you've taken the idea rather quickly. Oh, right. So there's another... I'll get to that eventually. That's because I saw Timmy as a ghost after all. And so I feel rather concerned. Does he know? What are you trying to say? Simply whether you're right, Lavender. I care about all my Reapers, yourself included. I'm alright. Really. So she basically still thought she was alive up until, even after reaping the ghosts and such, she still thought they were in some strange cult or what have you, up until she saw her brother. And once she saw her brother was in a spirit form, she finally realized that they were actually dead. Both herself and her dear little brother. And so she didn't notice any of the other things that were particularly odd because she just assumed they were fake or in her head or some such. Very well. What is that a cat mask? I still can't tell what this is supposed to be. I don't remember. Baker, you didn't need to sneak into my closet for ingredients, you know. But you looked busy, and I was running out of flour. How would you like teaching Lavender to reap? I mean, I would like to help, but you know I don't fight Grimm. You'd be better off asking someone else. You won't have to fight anyone. What if they faint? You're the fastest person in Hollow next to me. You can run out of there carrying them. Well, okay. Excellent. Lavender, whenever you're ready, talk to the baker at the bakery. I'm going to go put away the ingredients. See you later, Lavender. He put all of his stats in the speed to run away. A mask. It looks incomplete. Again, still sort of looks like a cat mask to me. There's a knitted fabric and needle lying on the chair. I wouldn't recommend going through there if I were you. That door's an interdimensional portal to a world full of ghosts so horrifying that you would not recover upon seeing them. So it's sort of like an Eldritch sort of thing. Why is it here? Oh, it's my morning shift. There are ghosts outside the hollow that must be dealt with. So the Reaper is truly good at reaping things. He goes into this abomination land and reaps endlessly. Is everything alright, Lavender? I hope the tea was to your taste. Grimm's specialty is reaping ghost. There's no way I can tell him about Timmy. Everything's fine. Thank you for the tea, Grimm. My pleasure, Lavender. You made sure to finish all your tea before leaving. How polite. Pocket Timmy. Psst, assist. I need to talk to you. You peek down to your hoodie pocket. Timmy, what that guy said about having a soul. I had one too. But Timmy, everyone used to have that. No, but I had one when I arrived. What? I remember waking up in the cave, and when I looked down, I looked like a person, like I used to. And everything was kind of glowy, like a greenish glow, but then other ghosts came into the cave, and they were scary, and they started chasing me, so I started running. When I blacked out. When I woke up, when I woke up again, I felt light, and I couldn't see myself. I think my soul is still there, Lavender. Somehow I can feel it. Maybe the ghost took it. I believe you. I'll try and find it. Thanks, sis. Now shush, I need to go. I'll look crazy if I'm caught talking to my pocket. You look crazy anyways. You stick out your tongue and immediately close your pocket. So that's another thing. He immediately mentioned on how her appearance is. Also, I've clearly played this before, again, a few years ago or some such. I'm just going to oversave file one. I'm going to pause it here as well because I'm going to go get me something to drink in a moment. But that was the thing I had remembered, is that Timmy had a soul. So your whole purpose is to gather that soul back. And as he said, when he has a soul and you arrive here, you look like a human still. You look like basically a Reaper. Well, sort of. She actually does not have eyes. He remarked on her eyes. She doesn't have them. They're hollow. It's a very interesting world that is here. But give me a moment. I'm going to go and get myself something to drink. Right, sorry about that. That took a little longer than intended. I sort of wanted to get some food as well, but basically I had to had to refill my kettle entirely, bring it back, and prepare my drink that way. So also have a bit of food that I'll be snacking on a little here and there. A bit of Thanksgiving leftover. Right. I'm trying to rearrange everything. I've got like 2 bowls and a plate over here. 1 bowl's actual meal. Basically, I have a bowl of potatoes on one side, mac and cheese on another. That's sort of what I'll eat when I'm actually hungry. And I've got I suppose a yam casserole with pistachios and whatnot, or whatever you call that. Yam, honey, marshmallows, and maple syrup, that sort of thing. It's very good. I enjoy it. Not sure what you would call it though, outside of maybe casserole or some such. Alright, let's go ahead and speak to you. Oh, hey Lavender, I just finished setting up to go. Are you ready? Yes, I don't see why I... No, I should be able to heal first, right? And then I can, of course, save afterwards. That's not my room. Why do I keep doing that? I hit up, thinking that it's going to matter. Okay, so I cannot just go in here to rest. You actually do have to eat food in order to heal, which is odd. I would expect that at least rest would also work. Did Grimm give you a scythe? Honestly, he's a bit forgetful sometimes. Yeah, I've got a scythe, just not from Grimm. Okay, so we're going to the second cave. That's the one on top of the hill. Let's get going. The baker has joined you. Good. So, again, I'm pretty sure, if that's anything to go by, that from what I remember, is that the ghosts will not respawn unless they're in the cave, and you pass out, of course. You lose, or I mean, maybe if you leave, they could also respawn. But if you find ones in the overworld, then that's it. They do not respawn. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Waterfall cabin. Please note this cave is slippery and damp. Take extra caution when crossing puddles. This cave is open to all reapers, Grimm. Right, Lavender. I'm going to teach you how to reap. Oh, you could just do that? Is that all? Was that it? Well, no. If you close your eye sockets, you can use your SC to... I've closed my eyes, I think I'm doing it. I don't think there's much else for you to teach me, Baker. Once he's gone, Timmy and I can find the sword together. Slow down, newbie. I'm not leaving you until, well, you clear this cave. Every newbie does it. Besides, I need to take care of you if you faint. Oh. And, on top of that, there's something I want to show you. What is it? I can't tell you. It's a surprise. Lead the way, Lavender. Notice, you may have to hop over some gaps in order to travel in this cave. There may also be areas hidden by waterfalls. Try not to get lost, Grimm. So, if I'm, again, only the singular talent gaps you can hop through. I lost a friend down here the last time I saw them. They were chasing a waterfall. Please let me know if you find them. Alright. So, not sure. I don't think there'd be anything on the side walls. I'm pretty sure the hidden walls are always on the front. A Hornace. Hornace Purple Spirit. Hornace is stabby. Willpower 60, attack 19, defense 6, and agility 18. Honestly, I was about to say that. Well, according to the last cave, I'm not terribly as strong as I thought, considering how much they've grown up. And well, never mind, I was wrong. Still very powerful, yeah. Granted, it's also the first spirit, given 4 SE. Alright, so all 3 of these stats so far are first level into their second tier, I suppose. I'm not sure if I wish to rank up any of these as of yet, however. Let's go ahead and level our special here. I do not have enough yet. So not only will this increase the amount of special that I will gain, I believe, per attack, or per whatever, it should also increase the strength of these flames here. The flame multiplies your special attribute by 2 to deal damage. Only works against red spirits. So, color specific, not color opposites. There's no weakness gathering here, I suppose. Shielder. Blue Spirit. Shielder's Gaze will mean that she will always do a minimum of 5 damage. Shielder also increases the defense of all spirits. Interesting. She's got max, well, not max, rather high amount of defense, rather. And then we, of course, know about Snorer. We just need to not attack Snorer, and we'll be fine. And she'll do a minimum of 5 damage anytime she were to attack us, which is sort of unfortunate for us. Also, maybe I was wrong. Maybe the... we'll check it in a moment, actually. So we have 18 right here. Okay, so no, it's still 15. So I thought it would increase based on the amount of stat that we had in this one here. Willpower, whatever. I mean, you're special, but it does not seem to be the case exactly. But alright, everything here is now probably around first level, at least into the second tier, except for our health. Of course, we'll need 50 more in order to get that higher. And then I'll have to decide what abilities to get afterwards. I think probably focusing on getting these for special cases, trying to more or less nuke the stronger ones. Then we'll figure out from there. I could get some defense up, or shatter defense as well. We'll deal with the shielded one first, since it increases their defense. 39 damage, that's not too bad. It altered... Alright, well, never mind. Oh, that's actually rather good. I'm going to do a total of 50 damage here. Alright. And how much health do I have? Still not enough to really validate using a cookie. I could not go anywhere from here. You prod the Reaper with the butt of your scythe. I saw a glimmer behind the waterfall, but it was a ghost. Thank you for coming here. I would have been lost for a while if it weren't for you. Three delicious donuts and the milk. Didn't they say that they didn't have milk here? Or was it that he just didn't have any on hand? Right. No, a question mark. Divide and conquer. It can split itself into... Question marks can split itself into 4 using divide and conquer. If possible, using slash may be a good idea. Understandable. Either that or attack really quickly. I wonder how much I could gain for attacking them. If I just sort of keep letting them divide, would it matter? If I just leave it here for a moment, will anything happen? Okay, something does happen. That's quite a lot to reach. That's very good. Let's go ahead and level our willpower. I think it's actually... No, it's not maxed. 500 is maxed. Do I have enough, actually, for strength again? I do. And we'll need 14 for the next. Interesting. Not sure what max is considered in this right now. Given 10. Alright. I'll definitely observe the other one in a moment here. Alright, so Damien. Damien transforms. Well, wonderful. That's all you told me, and of course we were watching him transform in real time. Fire, I did it too soon, I suppose. So if I were to use Pierce right now, just how much would that do? Much more than I thought. Well, that's very good. My Ghost fades away, plenty of spirit together. And even more. It's quite a lot. I wonder if 100's max then on that. If it would make sense, it's a nice round number to leave it off at. And the ghost faded away. So the max damage it looks like on regular attack was about 59, and then we did 71 with Piercer. So honestly, it's pretty good. So his next attack here will be an actual... I use slash instead of pierce. What a waste. Alright. So it is really quick over that boot. The speed of it changes completely. It's unfortunate, very annoying, but nothing for it. That should be a good enough amount to level this again. Nearly there. And also now using the cookie would actually make sense. I should probably heal myself after the fight. No, I didn't do that. I wanted to observe. Goop, Purple Spirit. Goop's poison lasts for 6 turns, but does 5% damage each turn. Goop will poison you again, so reap the ghost quickly. It's got 100 health and 10 defense. It's not too bad. So far, so long as I do one regular attack and get the energy to use Pierce, anything will die. You prod the Reaper with the butt of your scythe. No, I don't want to wake up for school. You poke them again. Hey, wake up. You're dreaming. Shut up. You poke a bit harder. Well, oh, it's just you, Baker, and Lavender. Right. Wait, Baker, why are you here? I thought you were a wimp who hated ghost caves. Excuse you, I prefer to call myself an artiste. Of bread. Anyways, nice to meet you, Lavender. Here, 2 delicious donuts. Some donuts so you do not feel weak. See ya. I've been here for a while, Lavender, but I'll never understand that jump. No, huh? Try not to think about it. Right. What? That jump? What do you mean, that jump? Well, whatever. This is not what I was wanting to be in. Go back to your inventory. Timmy in the inventory. I cannot talk to him because, well, someone's with us. Spooky cookies heals for a bit. A donut heals for 100. Actually, considering... Now we have 9 of these. Go ahead and eat one. I was going to say, considering that we can use ones during battle and after battle, it might be a good idea to use the lessers, but considering we have 9 of one, it's probably not that big a deal. The whole orders of this, it feels a little off in the way it works, because you can still try to take your turn up until the point of their attack, and it sort of keylogs what you are going to hit, in the sense of if I were to press a button, as in trying to prepare an attack, it will remember which button I was pressing there, but because it's also getting sort of lagged out a little bit by them attacking, or out of order, because they're attacking first, it sort of mucks up what I was trying to do. It's a little odd. If I'm not mistaken, I should actually be able to kill Damien here. Well, if I mess it up, of course not. Oh, he actually dodged it. Still not entirely certain on that one. Spooky cookie obtained. Alright. Becky, what are these? Whenever I touch them, they just melt. They're nearly ghosts. They're not they're ghosts who haven't turned hostile yet. Don't you, or anyone here, feel bad repeating these ghosts? Sometimes they look so sad. I do. That's why I don't want any part of it. And everyone else? I'll tell you what Grimm tells everyone. They're already dead. If anything, you're just sending them to a better place. Staying as a ghost is much worse than passing on. Let's get going. 4 SE. So, before moving on, let's go ahead and use up what we do have. No, there's a third tier. Interesting. And then heal ourselves. I'm actually going to go ahead and use the cookies to heal up to max there. And save once more. For SE. Alright. Is there a reason I can go up here? Well, first of all, there's something. Right, there is something here. You draw the Reaper with the butt of your scythe. The Reaper wordlessly hands you 3 deathlicious donuts. Alright. Can I reach it from here? No, I cannot. I can reach this one here. For SE. So all of those are, in fact, actual, I suppose, ghost eggs or embryos or what have you, the nascent ghosts. Could, in theory, gather them all up, but you cannot reach them. That's the main problem here. A parasite. Interesting. Parasite's bite will absorb 35 health of your willpower if you have 0 defense, and fail to evade. Well, luckily I do not have 0 defense. 144. My word. That is quite good. I cannot jump it through that way. $146. Ah, sorry man, that really need to sneeze. Oh. How did it miss? Oh, well, that's unfortunate for me. Only 88 that time around. I really should just use Piercer, to be honest. But it's dead now. Another spooky cookie. Alright, very good. Let's go ahead and level up. I'm going to, again, just follow full attack. I want to try and max at least one of these out really quick and see what the limit is. I cannot strengthen any further. Though 150 does also seem like 40 points for that 150. It might be the capstone on that one, or maybe it's actually going to go to around the 200 plus, because that's at 500 there. So I wonder how many tiers there really will be on this. We'll save it. We'll save it for now. Well, this seems rather final. Not what I was wanting to do. I was going to go... it doesn't matter. I was going to go name it and heal up a little bit. Hey, Lavender. This looks like a good spot to take a break. Are you saying that because you're tired? Not at all. Also, it does actually look like a good spot to take a break. He just saw an opportunity and took it. So, can I ask you something, Lavender? You just did, but go ahead. What's that spiral on your cheek? Oh, the cheek mark. Well, it runs in the family. Everyone has these cheek marks. I sort of wished I didn't have them when I was alive. Why? Well, it doesn't matter now, but it caused a lot of problems when I was a kid. Like once in primary school, my teacher asked why I drew my face with a marker. I tried to explain, but they got a wet towel and tried to wipe it off. I mean, it was kind of funny. That wasn't too bad, but from middle school onwards, well, there's no need to talk about that. I understand. Well, I like it. In my primary school, if anyone was found drawing on themselves, the teacher would punish them severely. Punish how? With their hands. Uh, oh, I'm, I'm sorry. Yeesh, what kind of school is that? A regular primary school when I was alive. You gotta remember they're dead from different eras. That's sad. It's okay. It's long past. Honestly, everything about my life seems so long ago. It almost makes me want to cry thinking about it. But then newbies like you appear and tell me about what life is like now. It sounds much better. Baker, can I see your face? What? Please, I haven't seen another person in ages. No, you really don't want to see my face. Why not? I don't look that good. Baker, come on. Do you really think that? After all the talk we just had, I'd think any different of you. No, but please. This is actually rather amusing. Okay, thanks, but I warned you. It's all just bread. He stuffed his cloak with bread. You're actually bread? Oh, oops, forgot about that. There. How does it look? Bad, huh? The longer we stay here in the hollow as reapers, the more our faces become contorted, until we lose parts altogether. And it's always the eyes which go first, no matter what. The eyes? Look in the water, Lavender. This is the first time she sees her face, so you immediately lose your eyes upon appearing here, and then you lose other parts, so your nose, your lips, patches of your skin, that sort of thing, your ears and such, until there's literally nothing left. In his case, he does not have a head, exactly, which is why he keeps the bread there, which is amusing. You peer down at your reflection. Empty sockets stare back at you. Grimm made the masks because many of us became heavily disturbed when we looked into the faces of others. When we saw our own reflections, we recoiled. We felt uncomfortable with ourselves, with each other. So these masks are a relief. We don't have to look at each other and be reminded. We don't like our faces, Lavender. No one likes to feel inhuman. Honestly, I think the lack of eyes is rather interesting. I do find that to be, rather sort of spooky but charming look. Grimm isn't much of an artist, though. He can't draw anything besides from skulls, probably because he hasn't seen anything from skulls. Maybe we could use you as a reference one day, because most of your face is intact. I freaked you out. Here, I'll just put the mask back on. No, don't do that. Of course I was short, Baker, but I don't think you should hide your face in a mask. Unless there is a face and they just never drew it to make it horrifying, they just left it blank. It doesn't matter to me how you look. I don't think it should for others either. So keep the mask off. Alright. And I can freely move about. Interesting. We're not far from where we need to go now. Alright, well, let's just go. Except, I'm not sure which of these two paths I should go. Right, so there's a path in here. Oh, it's not letting me... Okay, fine. It's not letting me jump there. So now we have group and the weird divide and conquer. Oh, I cannot attack the one at the back. Also, my speed is clearly not keeping up. I'm gonna have to correct that here soon. Now that is a perfect attack, and it missed. That is really unfortunate. So I thought that maybe there was a reason, like maybe there's a special line or some such that if you hit, you just miss or something. But what's the point in, doing this little mini game if you can miss anyways, if you time it right? So apparently there's this chance for them to still dodge. A little unfortunate, a little annoying, but easily managed. Alright, we should have enough now. Not quite what I was wanting to do. Let's see. It's brimming with spirit energy, so we have in fact maxed it out. Very good, so we have maxed our strength. Next, I believe I would like to max out my defense. But I should also level up at least some of my speed here, so that we aren't as slacking. And also, of course, I do wish to increase my health once we do reach 100. I was at 99, I know, and I could have very much saved it there. But now I know that we have maxed out for 3 tiers, I believe. 50 points or something close to it was the max. Or the final. Still very slow. So it didn't really help as much as I would like. But having a higher defense would honestly be pretty good. It would keep me alive much longer and not need nearly as many healing items. We dodged that one. So I think that Lash is sort of putting our defense to 0, which is really unfortunate for me. But it's not terribly hard to deal with. Baker, yeah. What was it like when you were being initiated, being taught how to reap and stuff? Nowhere near as well as yours is going right now. I couldn't even swing my scythe. It was embarrassing. And painful. Painful? I missed home, Lavender. I couldn't think of anything else. Just the smell of it, of the bread rising, wafty from the oven. So he became that which he was in life, and or his family in life, at least, in order to reminisce about home, and it kind of stuck. I miss home too. Hey, I didn't mean to make you sad. You want a baguette? Thanks, Baker. You take a baguette from the baker's not face. No problem. That's actually rather amusing. What, do you have more in there? Yep, and there's a lot of space inside here. I use it for storage all the time. Neat. So you're like a walking mini-fridge. Nice. Exactly. Interesting how he actually sees that and views it that way, and also knows what a mini-fridge is. Then again, I suppose he has spoken to individuals before, in order to try and learn about the passing of time in Era, the New Worlds. But that does make me wonder how many years he's been down here. And this is it. Whoa. Grimm takes everyone here. It's my favorite spot. A little cave there is called the Gate of Passing. It's where the ghosts go after you reap them. When you're strong enough, that's where you'll go too. I've seen other reapers go there before me, though that black cave underneath the light. I've seen living souls go there too. Grimm told me they get sent back to life. What were those souls like before? Not like a ghost, not like a reaper. They were green and glowy, unlike anything else. Like that one there in front of us. Except it's also not in human form, and it probably hasn't actually absorbed the soul yet. What is that? Something's fumbling in your pocket. You look down. Lavender, that's it. That's the ghost who took my soul. If that's true... then I'm not letting it go. Soul Keeper. Dodged it. Alright. Soulkeeper, unknown spirit. The spirit will alternate between absorbing your willpower and absorbing your special power. 160 health. Attack. Oh, this is going to be simple. And we're done. The ghost faded away. 100 spirit energy reaped. I suppose we'll use our hunt spirit for our health. Finally, with this soul, Timmy can live again. Look, he's got, his, rolling pin out. All I have to do is show Grimm. I'm going to miss you when you go home, Timmy. So she had every intention of sending Timmy home, but obviously she cannot do that now as the baker saw the soul, and of course if you have a soul, you can be returned to life. It doesn't matter whose soul it is, you can use it to return no matter what. Lady, hello? Hey, wake up. Lady. The baker is gone. The soul is gone, too. Timmy? There's a slight movement in your hoodie's pocket. You're still here. It's a good thing I found you. Gosh, don't do that again. It's rash for a newbie to go out by themselves. Where's the baker? I saw him rushing towards the third cave. You know, the path that to that gate over there. I haven't the slightest clue why. He couldn't fight for his life, if he had one. Hey, where are you going? I need to find Grimm as fast as possible. When you do, tell him that the baker's gone missing with a soul. Tell him to go towards the gate of passing and guard it. Okay. I can do that. Thank you. Now we've got to somehow make our trek all the way back and get to the third cave. This cave to the south we could go. Actually, hold on, before I do that. So I'm getting very nasally right now. It's very annoying. 1 second. Sorry about that. I think I'm getting like cold again. It's not too surprising. It's very cold in the house a little bit here and there. But also, hey, look, it looks like we maxed this out. So 500 health is on max. Let's not do that. Let's go for defense. Oh, it jumped up to 25. Interesting. Oh, 1 moment as well. I have a heater here as well to help keep me warm, and I realized I had accidentally pushed it away. Because I had moved so I can spit in the trash can, because, again, mucus very gross, very not good. Why can't I jump that? That doesn't make sense. It's just a 1 space gap, like any other. So I can jump that one just fine. How odd. I wonder if I actually did need to go this entire way. I didn't speak to the Reaper there because I had food in my mouth and didn't want to bother. So I wonder if I actually did have to go this way, or if I could have just spoken to him and he would have returned me. Either way, it's fine, we're nearly out. And now we should... Well, actually, first, thanks for finding my idiot friend. Hey, that's a little... Here's a cake as thanks. 1 chocolate cake. Lavender, right? That was going to be my gift at your party, but instead, I was down here looking for this one and missed out. I said I was sorry. The river ignores their friend. Interesting. Sad to say, but none of you will be getting any baked goods anytime soon. Oh, also, looks like someone knocked him over. Interesting. So this is the one where it's no longer a newbies area, but we can freely explore now. There's a few different paths we can take. Strongling, interesting. And the ghost will flex on you. I wonder if I can actually dodge their attacks when it's coming at me. I haven't really tried. I've only tried dodging the ones where the prompt appears. So I'm not sure if I could dodge the other ones. Notice, beware of broken bridge. The rest of it's covered in vent marks. Weird. Nothing I can really do here. There's clearly a ghost wall there that I can try to use. Carol. No, nothing I can really do there. Alright, observe. Carol will fully heal her injured friends if they're hurt. When she's not doing that, Carol will take 6 of your health and... spirit energy? No. Special. Your health and special for herself. And then, of course, we know he will flex on us. Well, that was simple enough. And let's go ahead and use a piercing attack. Only 91 damage. Little lacking. I do need to increase the damage on that, so it's 100% or more of the base damage that we will deal. I'm assuming that's what it would do, since you can upgrade it. Would make sense. Well, now I'm just not sure which ways, because I want to go to the other pathways, so I can try to explore more. I'm not sure what's the right way to go. Well, he hasn't... Okay, well, now he's protected his friend, which is unfortunate, because alright. No, annoying. Very annoying. Alright, so far we have dodged pretty well. I somehow need to kill this one in one hit. Or kill it quickly enough so that it doesn't have the chance to get healed. There we are. And now it's healing itself. And we've succeeded. That could have gone a little bit better. Surprisingly not by much. And let's go ahead and level our defense yet again. I do not have enough of that, it's 40. Let's go ahead and level you a little bit. We can level at least twice, right? The next one's 16, alright. Is that the broken bridge we were meant to beware? Timmy, Ayla, what's that spark on its head? Dunno, doesn't matter. If you say so, it does matter, in fact. I'm pretty sure. Oh, you know what? I have a very good feeling I know what that spark is. Boom. We'll self-destruct after 3 turns. Watch the number underneath them in order to count how long you have left. Yes, that's very unfortunate. Smiley face. Interesting. I was actually very fast as well, and it missed at that. Detonate. Well, that is unfortunate. 35 spirit injured. Right. How are we supposed to cross now? Relax, Lana. Relax. Your life is on the line. I know that. Oh, I'm sorry, Timmy. It's okay, but, what if I don't get it back? Can we at least spend our time together happily? Seriously, I can't handle this edgy atmosphere. I'll get your soul back. And I'll chill out a bit for you. Now let's go find another way around. Alright, so we did have to go there so that sequence could happen. There's, something I do remember about the... I checked that already, though. But I already checked that. Hey, Timmy, been thinking you can come out for a bit. Eh? I mean, you don't have to stay inside there all the time. Yes. Hold on, Timmy, there's still rules. You're not allowed to come out when I'm fighting, or when someone else is around, including Ghost. Got it. Got it. You can now talk to Timmy. Open up your pocket and select him to talk. Interesting. Well, before doing that, let's go this way. Another strongling. And another reaped ghost. 22 energies. 20 more. It's not going to let me interact with it. I mean, you can clearly see what it is. It's the baker's garb. Alright, and since this broken room here is, it sort of has that feeling of where we need to go. Let's not. And let's go here instead. No, of course this was a end room. Or dead end room, rather. 20 more. Alright, well that is plenty of exploring there. Let's go back. Some carols. This should not be terribly hard to kill. 191. Interesting. Oh, that was actually rather easy. Let's go ahead and level our defense here. And now it's maxed out as well. So we can still level our speed. That's good. I've not really bothered too much with our spells. I should try to get abilities here soon, but as I said, I'm sort of just focusing on leveling up our stats since they are what we will rely on for pretty much everything. And I haven't really needed the abilities too terribly much as of yet. Slash is one I did need, but that's about it. Ira, or Era. I already know Strongling. Era, Red Spirit. Era increases the strength of all nearby spirits by 20 each time they cast Strength and Spirits. That's unfortunate for me, because I did not attack this guy here. But now I did, and he should be dead. Or I will somehow miss. He also did 0 damage to me, so that's very good. The defense is really working. I wish to check on Piercer and see if I can level that actually. Let's kill this one here. Oh, it's a Gustling. That's new, actually. Gustling Blue Spirit. A mutated stronger form of their twin Ghostling, Gustling will alternate between their Ghostly Claw and their dodgeable Ghastly Gala. Or Gale. So are they dodging this then? No, they actually took the hit. Because it was so slow, I was fully expecting them to just dodge it. Alright. Pierce. Yes, definitely. Well, actually, first of all, information. Wait, so what does improving it do? Completed. That's all you have to say is it's completed. Slash is the one that does it at 75% of the damage. How much does it take to improve it? More than I have. Poison, not something I really need. Resilience. Double your defense for the rest of... Wow, my word. Yes, we'll learn that. Shatter, break your enemy's defense. Strengthen, that's pretty easy. Actually, I do want the info on this one. Double your strength, interesting. So the two of those would make it very easy to finish reaping off if it turns out to be slightly hard. Clingy, Well, let's take care of Carol first. I'm pretty sure Clingy will have something to say about that, though. Don't leave me. Interesting. Clingy is afraid of everyone leaving them. They will hold on to other spirits to prevent them from being reaped. Not what I was expecting, actually. I was expecting more of a rage situation here, but it worked out since I need the willpower anyways. We'll go with Slash. Look, it was straining it away. 30 and chocolate cake. I'm really hoping this is not the way to go. Another Gustling. I should really heal myself. It's kind of annoying just staying at a random number that's not maxed or just sort of there. Dodge that, and now you should be dead. Unless I somehow miss. Very good. I really wish I could just sort of skip some of these. That is the way to go, isn't it? Well, no, that does not look like the way to go. 40 SE. Oh, very good. Let's go ahead and use that up. So, I could level that. So that's the last one. I'll need 40 for it. Alright. Confidence swing info. Intimidate the spirit and gain their willpower with a confident swing of your scythe. Gain their willpower. Now, does that mean I actually do steal health to heal myself? Because if that's the case, I would very much enjoy doing that. Because I do love the ability to basically deal damage and heal yourself all in one hit. It's very good. $48 and a more muffin. I think it said 48 anyways. I actually wasn't really paying too much attention on that. Let's try and take a drink. Alright, let's go ahead and max our speed out. Enhance that, gather you. Oh, and we can gather more of it. Interesting. Does it make it more powerful, or how does that work out? And I think I would like to actually level our slash up as well, but it's going to be 50 for that. How many for you? 15. I'll learn the flames one apiece for now. Oh, it goes from 2 to 5. Interesting. That's very powerful. Can I go down there to fight them all? That'd be wonderful, actually. I can see a path below, but how am I supposed to get there? There's no way I can handle that. You absolutely could, so long as they're not high ranking, or absurdly high ranking at least, because currently the spirits here can't really harm you. And also, one good slash and they're all dead. So, I would very much appreciate being able to fight them. Let's just wait a couple of minutes and they'll be gone. They're moving out, see? And if they're not gone, we'll find a way. Very excitable little kid there. Very optimistic. Besides, it's good for you to rest a minute. You look exhausted. Do I? Sorry. She really does look exhausted there. Do you remember Dad? So I really love the artwork in this game. It's very good. Dad, I've been thinking about him recently. Ever since we came here. I remember we had a dad, but my memory's kind of foggy. He was nice, smiled a lot. You were too young. Don't say that, like it's my fault. No, it isn't. Having you around made things a lot more bearable. I really love Dad. I love Mum too, but towards the end, they used to fight a lot about money. He got stressed really easily. He already had bad health conditions, but the arguments made it worse. Then eventually it got fatal. Fatal. To be honest, I feel that our father was stressed over money as well. Well, I don't know if he still is or not, to be honest, but when we were younger, he was stressed over money and had actually yelled himself into a heart attack a few times. Not just once or twice, I think it happened about 3 or 4 times. He would work himself up to a rage because of just stress in general, just having to work 1 or 2 jobs at a time, taking tons of overtime, that sort of thing. And because of that, he would just find reasons that, he's one of those prickly sort of people where after having worked so much or being so stressful, everything gets to you. And because of that, he would get himself into a heart attack. I remember at least 3 times him being in an ambulance for such a thing. And also, he was, I think the youngest he was when he had a heart attack was 28, 29? He was around 30, maybe a little bit younger than 30 when he had his first heart attack. So he was actually fairly young for that. But it sort of runs in the family, which is unfortunate because I'm around that age now. So there's a very good chance I could have a heart attack randomly if I do not take care of myself. So unfortunate that that's a biological sort of thing that can be passed down. As in, deathly. They had already stopped fighting at that point, but he passed away. Oh, passed anyway. We should have been together when he did, but Mom withdrew into herself. I think at the time I sort of blamed her in a way for the fights, and within withdrawing, even though I knew it was unfair of me to do so. After all, some of the fights were on Dad too, right? I don't know. To be honest, I think that thing I hate the most about seeing parents argue is that you feel like you have to take a side. In our case, we were forced to take sides. Our parents would quite literally, well, at least our father, um, tried to have us take sides. It was very annoying. In retrospect, it was one of the things that I really hated. I'm glad that at least you don't have to experience that, Timmy. Things got hard. For a while, Mom didn't do the chores. Then we needed money because our insurance. Oh, wait, I forgot you don't know what that is. Never mind. Anyways, Mom wasn't home a lot, so I wonder how old Timmy is. I don't know if they ever say his age, just that he's the younger brother. Anyways, Mom wasn't home a lot, so I learned to do a lot of things by myself. Groceries, dishes, laundry. I just set a lot of it up. I was alone a lot. Or I would have been. You were home. You were young and confused, so you didn't really understand what was going on. You were unaffected. When I was done, finished my homework, finished my chores, I played with you. You were the only normal thing. Then Mom finally managed to stay home a bit once things settled down. You made us smile a lot, but things were left unsaid between us. We weren't as close as what we used to be. Why didn't you tell me all that? Also, why did you tell me all that? I don't know. I wanted to tell someone. Your spirit's dead. You left the world living, of course. You're going to need to try to get things off your chest, because otherwise you'll never have the chance to. Exactly, you never got a chance. Ah, a path's cleared. I think we can cross now. Let's hurry. Are you sure you'll be fine? What? Don't worry about me, Timmy. I'd be much more worried about yourself. Let's get going. Can I go either of these ways? I suppose not. It'd be interesting if you try to go one of these ways, or if you spend too much time here, the ghosts just all pile back in. Be curious. It looks like it should be a wall there. I should really save at some point, but, oh. Interesting. Is it supposed to say hourglass? Yeah, or horrorghast, rather. Horrorghast starts slowly, but becomes faster after every quick attack. 200 health, right, gotcha. So there's a very small opening in order to try and kill it. Otherwise, it will pretty much be able to just ruin your day. I'm not quite hitting where it needs to hit. The ghost faded away. 35 spirit energy, delicious donuts obtained. Goopia. What do I know about Strongling? Goopia is poison saps, 25 health or willpower offer you regardless of defense. Reaping it is the fastest way to get rid of its poison. Interesting. Also, let's go ahead and just kill this one first. I love the music, the discordance of it, almost. Let's see, can I use... I cannot use Confidence Swing yet. I wish to use Confidence Swing to see if it actually does steal willpower. No, it does. That's very good. So I do now have a way outside of the treats to heal myself during battle, and still do a decent amount of damage. So I actually ended that battle with more health than I left. Or left the health with more battle than I started, rather. Because I had 365, or no, 367 rather, was what it was. Alright, are you still needing level up? No, you're maxed out. Are you still... You're maxed out. What about you? I actually might almost be able to max this one out. And one moment, let me go ahead and hit save here. That's... oh, that's the manual. Save. You're very close to maxing out, and I do not believe I actually have enough for either of these yet. Alright. Another aura glass. Alright. This should be much easier to deal with since it's, no, never mind, it got an attack off rather quick there. I should have used that. Well, I didn't have enough. It's 18. I only had 15, so it wouldn't have mattered. I like how it also has a sort of, because of the sort of discordance of the song, I like how it's also very saddening. Like everything's wrong in some way, or slowing down, or what have you. I'm stuck waiting right now. I can't do anything. Oh, wait, no, I selected... Wait. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. 200 damage. Lovely. It's actually very good. Granted, I'm also sure that the willpower spells, the colored spells, could do quite a lot more. Oh, this has a whole nother tier to it. Right, so before we actually max that one out, let's at least learn these, so I can use them at least once. And that's going to be the last one to try and level up all the way. I believe this is the one I wish to attack, because the other one I think just increases the damage that they deal, but a Horrorglass can greatly increase their speed of attacks, which is unfortunate for me. Oh, and I missed. Was it an equal amount of health that I stole? If so, it's very good. A lot of spirit. So, this is actually quite the area. What was that about? Oh, the door unlocked. That's what it was. Alright, let's check all our stuff again here. And now it's brimming. So we've got all of those maxed out. Lovely. Should be able to reach that from here. Yep. Only 10. Bit of a shame that. Nothing secret there. Oh, this actually... no, let's not go there. I think that leads to the cave, because there's the whole waterfall there. So I want to go this way first. I wish to try and get everything. Oh, there's a donut there on the ground that I can all pick up. Let's observe first. A couple. These two intertwined spirits heal each other with love. Separating them has deathly consequences. Noted. Downside is I'm going to have to try and attack and not kill one if I wish to try and gain enough of my spiritual energy. I think they only said 30. If that's the case, then honestly it should be pretty easy to kill them both. It was. Well, they got to fade together, at the very least. Well, actually, hold on. Before interacting with you, I wish to max out this one. Well, it's not going to tell me what it does, apparently. How much should I level you up? 30. So we're nearly there. And then how much for you? 60. Alright. So we'll need a fair amount, actually. Hold on, I'll do the math in a second. I just want to make sure I'm not getting attacked. Okay. So the 180 would be 30, right? So 30 and 180, so 210 on that. Altogether, these guys form a strong a cappella attack. As a duo, they make a weak wail, and when there's one, a weak cry. Alright, well, that's not that big of a deal then. Oh, unfortunate. I'm a little surprised that actually did fail. I think it was faded away. 45 spirit gained. Let's Let's see. I'm not sure. It's a muffin, I think. I'm not sure what this is, though. Oh, lovely. We have bombs here. Why are they different color, though? Not that really matters, but still. I believe they... Well, I was about to say I believe they have 200 health, but I suppose not. Okay, so it is about the same amount. 70 spirit. That's very good. Alright, so that is now maxed. I wish to improve the flames because they have that multiplier of 5 to them. And so hopefully I'll be able to make use of that. If there's a boss fight that's actually going to have a colored spirit to it that I can make use of anyways. $20 spirit received. Chocolate cake, chocolate cake. And I have not actually used it yet, so I'm going to have to use that spell at some point just to at least try it. Just to give it a good try. Could you attack me, please? What? Oh, it's only corporeal down here. Well, I say that as if their ghosts can be corporeal, but still. I want to try the red flame on Ira. And let's make sure. We'll use Observe. I believe Ira is a red spirit, yes. I just want to make sure that's not somehow different color than its a name would suggest. Red flame times 5. Let's see how the damage works. 548 damage. That is very good. Chocolate cake attained as well. Alright, so we have plenty of desserts here. Let's go ahead and do... I keep hitting the book, thinking the book is the save for some reason. We'll save on 2. And I do not have enough yet for that other one. You prawn the Reaper with a butt of yours. Sorry about that. That's alright. What are you doing here? All the other Reapers are in the other caves, or the hollow. A group of Reapers asked me to haul their stuff with them whilst they were away, so I did. But it's so heavy that I can barely move, and when a ghost appeared I couldn't defend myself. I wonder what happened to them. Don't know, but the cave was blocked when I arrived. Oh, so they closed the cave, huh? Those Reapers never came back for me. You know what? Yeah, you can have these. I'll trade you some food for spirit energy. How about it? No, pass, I'm good. That's... okay, I'll just dump my food on the floor and let them go to waste then. Yes, you do that. I actually do not need your food. I rarely use them as is. There's something over there. No, I'm not sure if that's something I could go to or not. Clearly cannot jump the gap on it. Alright, and... 10 SE. I think that's actually enough so I can gather this last spell here. Now, anything else I want to use is just for the sake of gathering each of the abilities, if I gain any more. I'm not actually sure if there's any way to do so or not, because I don't believe there's any more ghosts to fight. I think we're pretty much done. Well, let's see. Yes, I believe this is the final fight here. It's a dead end, well, unless you count that giant ominous hole in the wall, but I don't think either of us want to pass on. Or can. This is the passing one place, right? Shouldn't he be here? Yeah, that's what the Reaper told us. Do you think I took a wrong turn somewhere? Did Grimm get... Shh. Someone's coming. Get in my pocket. It also cut off itself, so I couldn't really read all of that. And he's slightly glowing green there. Oh, and you can actually see his eyes are glowing green. It's interesting. Who are you? Are you Baker? No. That's odd. Because you sound exactly like him. I don't want any trouble. Just let me through, please. Not until you tell me who you are. I'm a hard-working Reaper. I spent years collecting spirit energy so I can pass on. The last time I checked, Reapers don't glow. I don't know what you're talking about. Baker, I can literally see the soul glowing out of your eye holes. Give it up. Give what up? You... Look, if you don't take off your mask, then I'll take it off by force. Okay. Okay, the soul doesn't belong to me, but it doesn't belong to you either. The soul belonged to a ghost until you reaped them. You murdered that ghost. I don't see why you should get a second chance at life. No. That's not why I want the soul. Timmy. Mr. Baker, that soul belongs to me. Please give it back. What, inbred? A talking ghost? He's my brother. He lost his soul when he came here. I found him and trying to get his soul back so he can go home. But then you misunderstood and knocked me out. So it really does run in the family. What? Your cheek marks? So you believe me? You'll give it back? Of course I do. Hold on. I just need to take it out. It's stuck. Try harder. It's not working. I think you need to come over and help me. Fine, Timmy, stay back. Just put your hand under there. Okay. You put your hand under the mask, but... You think I'd fall for that twice? It was worth a try. This mask is also a little cracked now. You really did a number on my mask, I guess I don't need it anymore. He discards it. I really like the way that looks. I'm not giving up on this life, Lavender. I want to go home. So does he. I don't really care about your brother, but you should know that if you're going to try and take the soul off me, well, let's just say I've been here a lot longer than you. I've used all that energy from the bakery to complete my spirit, Lavender. I can wipe you out in one blow. Just step aside and let me through. I'm not moving. When is Grimm coming? And I suppose I have no choice. I really didn't want to fight you, Lavender. So I don't know if he counts as a spirit. Timmy, what are you doing? I've learned a thing or two from being a ghost, sis. I can help you from the sidelines. I really don't need your help, kid. What? No way. Just trust me. Just, whatever you do, stay behind me. Gotcha. I should have observed him. That's what I really should have done. And we dodge that. No, just skip. I do not need your help. Observe. Shield's gaze will mean that she will always do a minimum of 5 damage. Shielder also increases the defense of all spirits. Shielder, blue spirit. Isn't that not Shielder, but the Baker? Baker, purple spirit. Is there a Shielder here somewhere? A Reaper like you, Baker can only perform special moves if he swings. Right. Seems to favor poison and pierce. So he's got 1,500 max health. Interesting. But apparently there's a Shielder here too. Also he's a purple spirit, so violet. And we've dodged that as well. We're not going to accept his help. Not for any reason other than I just want this fight to be a little longer. Another side swing. And I cannot use that yet. I think one more hit of it and we win. No, I really should have talked to Timmy somewhere along the way. The ghost faded away. Because I forgot entirely. Well, not forgot. I just never thought about it, really. That was actually surprisingly easy. Lavender, what are you doing? And stay down. Lavender. Why in death are you mutilating our local baker? And to that extent, my friend, with your scythe? Because Look. You got the message, right? So it was true. I was hoping with all my heart that it was merely a false rumor. And who does the soul belong to, then? That will be me, Mr. Grimm. My, a talking ghost. You are a rare lot. Call me Grimm. So, pardon me, what is your name? Timmy. That's so adorable looking. Timmy, how did you lose your soul and become a ghost? Well... It's a long story. I have time. I also have tea, if need be. You take a deep breath. You retell your epic tale to Grim Reaper. Ah, so you're siblings. I wish to death you had told me... Excuse me, I really... Oh, man. I wish to death you had told me this sooner. I could have found that soul before any of this ever happened. Why didn't you? What if... What if there was no soul? What if Timmy couldn't go back home? What then? What would you have done with Timmy? You must reap hundreds of ghosts a day. I'm sorry that you thought of me in that way. I am also sorry that I was so late. You can make up for it. This is nice, but I'm exhausted, Grimm. I want to get this over with. I don't want to let the soul slip out of my hands a second time. So tell me, now that we have the soul, how can Timmy become living again, and not like a ghost? Oh, it's simple. He just has to eat the soul, and then walk through there. Wait, I have to eat the soul? Is that what the baker tried to do? Ew, it must have his saliva on it. The baker lost his face. He does not have a tongue nor saliva. If you want, I could drag his fainted body here and show you. That won't be necessary. Timmy? Very well. Then I guess this is it. Knock yourself out, Timmy. Not literally, though. If you do that, I'll be mad at you. Just the deadpan look, it's great. And he should regain his form, right? So if the person has their soul, you gain your body back. Yes, there it is. But others do not, which is a little odd. And he's adorable. Do I look different? Very much so. Your soul's on your shirt, though. Timmy, or your spirit, I suppose. I like how his eyes are glowing green, though. How do you feel? Alive? Like, I'm not sure if his eyes are actually green, or if they're just glowing green. Because of the soul. Sorry, souls make me gassy. Oh, he burped. That's what that was. Well, I guess it's time to go. Mom's probably missing you. Goodbye, Grimm. Goodbye, Timmy, the living boy. Let's go, Lala. What's wrong, sis? I can't go, Timmy. Why not? I'm a reaper. I didn't come here with a soul. But you said... Lavender, you're lying to me, right? Are you trying to be funny? There's no joke this time, Timmy. You never said anything. You told me we'd stay together. Why? Partially because I hoped there was still some way out for me. Largely because I couldn't bear to tell you. Gosh darn, Lavender. Why are you always trying to be so protective over me? Let me help you for once. It's so adorable, the grumpiness of him. Grimm, take the soul out of me. Give it to my sister. I accidentally hit, that. I didn't expect the Grimm one to automatically go. I don't ever want to see you throw away your life like that again, literally. But I don't want to go home without you. You deserve to go home too. This is the way it is, or let me do this for you. I'll just say this one, because the other one seems a little more apathetic, maybe, or soulless. I came all this way, fought all those ghosts for you, Timmy, not me. But it's horse poo. That's true. Then I guess I gotta go. Go ahead, Timmy. I'll miss you. Me too. You're the bestest sister. I'm your only sister. You know what I mean. Grimm, take care of my sister. I can take care of myself, sure. Lavender? It's funny. For some reason I wish I could go through too. He's gone, and I'm here. I'm really dead. Everything's gone. I should have told him to say hi to Mum or something. Some last act. Actually, it would freak her out if he said that after recovering from the dead. Never mind. Does it really matter, though? It's not as if she would care. Talk to me. No, it's nothing. I didn't do anything with my life. I may not know much about your life, but I do know that, right now, you have done something. For if it weren't for you, Jimmy would be dead. It's Timmy. Grimm does a strange fake-off. Well, I think we've both had a long day, as the phrase goes. Why don't we both rest? Agreed. What was that? Was that meant to be a laugh? Sorry, you don't intend on walking all the way back, do you? maybe grab my arm. And I like how the Grimm's cup is actually just floating naturally, but now that he's not over there, it's still just floating. Like he wasn't just holding it to drink it. That's actually just floating. Teleport. You are tired, right? Hey, like I said, I can take care of myself. And she's gonna pass out. Yep, and there it is. Tripped and fell. Okay, maybe just this once. Lavender, yeah, it is okay to rely on others. We let Baker pass on. I wish we could tell everyone what happened, but Grimm willed me not to. For the first few weeks, or at least, I think it was weeks, there's no time here. I disappeared into the caves. I didn't see much meaning in anything else anymore. Everything I had to do is done, I said. I don't want to think about my life, my death anymore. I'm tired. I just want to pass on, so I can be happy and forget everything. Right? Isn't that how the afterlife works? But eventually, Grimm found me. He teleported me out of there and put me in a bed in the hollow. Why'd you do that? I was fine. Lavender, have you seen yourself? You have bags under your eyes, and I didn't know that was possible for a Reaper. You need rest. No one bakes food anymore. People tried to take over the job, but it just wasn't the same. It was too awkward for me and Grimm. Instead, Grimm started knitting sweaters, like the ugly Christmas kind. I suggested it as a joke, but he really took to it. It turns out he's the one who knits all the robes for the Reapers here. And one day, I found him knitting something special. Is that... I was trying to do a faithful recreation of Timmy's sweater. I thought it was really cute, so I was hoping I could learn something from the process. Lavender, are you crying? I'm very sorry. I will burn this sweater immediately. No, it's nice. I like it. Sometimes I get really depressed thinking about Timmy. I wish I could see Timmy again for one last time. I want to know how he's doing there, whether he's happy, whether he's fine. I must have had a funeral by now. It's funny. The fact that I can even think about that when I'm dead, it doesn't feel real. The longer I spend here, the more it starts to feel like my past life was a dream, and the current one's been reality all along. I start to see now what Baker said about losing face. Purple. I hate the color purple. I wish it wasn't what I had to see every day. I miss daylight, grass, everything else. Usually, Grimm is there to lift me from my moods. It's strange. He acts like a paternal figure to me. It feels nice. It's been a while. I wonder why he bothers. Maybe I will ask him, but not now. For now, I work to pass on. So that's, I believe, ending 1 out of 3, if I'm not quite mistaken. There's, I think that's the neutral ending, then there's a bad and a good ending. Hogwash, alright. So I intend to go back to the save, that second save, and view the world a little bit, try and look around, see if there's anything. Also, I really like the artwork. Try to view around a little bit and see if, oh, never mind, I don't have to go back to the save, just gives me a retry option. So I want to find out if there's another area. And never mind, the ghosts appear to have actually respawned. So I'll do the good in the... Oh, the good ending here, because it's honestly pretty easy to do. Let's evade this here. Or not. So one of the things I thought initially was that I thought that if you had these here, that would count for the good ending, but you actually do have to get everything maxed out, which is honestly fine. It just gives me a little bit more to do. It's not very hard to do. I do have to max them, though. Which means probably only about 200 more, maybe? Maybe 400, depending on how much the second cost of them all will end up being. And now Slash should take care of them both. And I'm not going to bother to try and level everything up right now. I'll just wait until I kill all the ones that are here, and then level what I can. And then I'll leave the area and come back and see if it actually lets me. Oh, I missed. That's really unfortunate. Or not, didn't really matter. Apparently I didn't need to bother. I thought they had about 200 health. This honestly really makes me want to play the Hatter, though. I know that the next game I was intending to play was going to be World of Horrors. I really want to play the Hatter now, though, after playing this. So Tuesday rather, I might play that instead. Oh, the Hatter? That's not the game. The Batter, it's off. The game's called off. Odd how the Hatter's completely wrong. Just that's what came to mind for some reason. Alright, was that enough to max everything out, or are we still slightly shy? Jesus, I cannot speak properly. Because this one costs 50, I'm sort of, yes, I was expecting the others to sort of cost similar. Right, that's unfortunate. So, we are going to have to at least kill another slew of them. Let's see. Will I be able to actually cause them to respawn just by leaving the area and coming back, or will I have to do something else? Let's try it. Nope, they are back. Alright. Well, that's very good then, so not really having to worry about it. Oddly, though, I do remember... I'm pretty sure that the last time I had played it was something similar, where it didn't quite work out as intended. Because they did not have them all here or some such, or they wouldn't respawn or what have you. Or maybe it was the same situation. Maybe I did the exact same thing where I was trying to max out my spirit, but I maxed out the 4 corners basically, and not the actual spirit itself. Hard to say, but either way, it gives me the chance to do this. I can try to also do the bad ending, but I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to do that or not, to be honest. I think I have to get attacked, and the bad ending is honestly sort of terrible, if you think about it. It's very much not good. You can probably guess what you'd have to do for the bad ending to happen, or what the bad ending causes, but you'll see. I'll show it when I get the chance. I'll have to go through the dialogues again, so on and so forth, so we'll see. I just did 190 to that one. Did the upper one have less health because of the color of it? Is that what that's about? Honestly, I don't really care which one it hits first, so as long as I can do this, and they're all dead. And I'm going to save it on the second save. Right before I... Actually, no, I'll save it on the first one. Because it doesn't really matter, I suppose, either way. But I'll save this before I level everything up, just in case. So I'm not sure if it's going to alter the ending or not. You'll see what I mean. Oh, that actually cost quite a lot more than I thought. Well, it worked out, though. Oh. just barely actually had enough. 11 is Spirit's whole. Very good. So now we actually have maxed out. We are prepared to defeat the Baker and pass on as well. So the other thing is, I wonder if the ending would be different. The bad ending. Like, are there actually 4 endings? So there's a neutral ending where Timmy passes on, but you do not. Then there's the ending where you both pass on. And then there's the ending where the Baker takes the soul. Sorry, Timmy not passing on, Timmy returning to life. Then there's one where... Oh, I was trying to use WSD suddenly to move, not sure why. There's the ending where the Baker takes the soul. Where Timmy takes the soul. And then... I wonder if, with the Baker taking the soul, on that ending, if having your spirit max out or not matters. I should have saved it afterwards. Nah, it's fine. It'll not be a problem. Skipping has a surprising amount of loading to be done. So this time we'll accept his help, and we'll see what happens. Restore her willpower by 20. Double Lala's defense. See strengths and abilities of nearby ghosts. And we'll warn her, I suppose. I wonder how much damage this actually would do, because honestly it's pretty easy to dodge. I almost want to let it hit me just to find out. But I will try to not do that. The sequencing's a little off here. Violet Flame, there you are. And with that, another easy one. So, next time I'm going to have to try and lose, and see what happens. Okay, so it's not going to skip this portion. I want to skip through the parts of the dialogue that aren't the same. Alright, so this should be around where it changes, I believe. No, actually, no, it's when he switches forms. So I can keep spamming this up until he actually becomes a child. Also, he sort of reminds me of, what's Cardamom from, at least in the sprite form, the bomb bright. It's mostly the hair color. The fact that he's a small child with that hair color reminds me of Cardamom from, being Puppy Cat. Personality-wise, though, in appearance, personality-wise, clearly not. Appearance-wise, it's mostly just the hair. How do you feel alive? I'm sorry, souls made me gassy. So this should be where it changes up. Let's go, Lala. What's wrong, sis? I can't go to me. Why not? I'm a Reaper. I didn't come here with a soul, but you said... Lavender, you lied to me, right? Are you trying to be funny? It's no joke, Timmy. You never said anything. You told me we'd be together. Why? Partially because I hoped there was still some way out for me. Largely because I couldn't bear to tell you. Gosh darn it, Lavender. Why are you always trying to be so protective over me? Let me help you for once. This is still the same. Grimm, take this one out of me. Give it to my sister. Timmy, are you insane? I don't ever want to see you throwing away your life like that again. Literally. But I don't want to go home without you. You deserve to go home too. This is the way it is, we'll say this time. I wasn't meant to live beyond now. You are. That's horse poo. That's true. Then I guess I gotta go. Timmy, wait. Let me just have a short word with your sister. Okay. Grimm, what's the hold up? You're already late, you know. You can walk with him. Uh-huh. You can walk through the gate with Timmy. In the short time you've been here, looks like you've reaped enough spirit energy to pass on to the afterlife. Of course, you can always go later. There's no hurry. The afterlife? I didn't think the time would be so soon. But if I'm not going through that gate alone, I think I can handle it. Sis, I'll walk with you, Timmy. I won't be there on the other side, of course. We've gone through that, but I can still be with you right up until the end. Okay. And this is the best ending here. So she moves on and he goes back to life, right up until the last moment they're together. You would think that they'd probably stay for a little while longer and try to speak more, with Grimm being there to protect them. You think they were trying to spend a bit more time together, but also at the same time, a lot has happened, and they're probably afraid that somehow something would attack them. Again, Grimm is protective, though, so you would think that they'd probably be fine. But either way, that's still quite the heartbreaking moment. That day, you said you were going outside. It was around the time of Dad's death anniversary. You were more down than usual this year, so quiet. We were staying in a motel because of Mom's business trip, and she was running late because of the snow. Also notice that the next icon is a little spiral, the hereditary spiral. You said you were going out for a walk. It was dark outside. Just for a couple of minutes, you said. I followed you. I can't remember why. I think I was just worried about you. You went into the woods. I called out your name as you kept walking away from me. You kept telling me to go back. You kept saying I'm fine over and over again. When I finally caught up to you, I took your hand. You turned around, and then you tripped over a rock. We tumbled into a hole. I forgot that part. I thought they were in a car crash. I completely forgot how they died. They found us together at dawn. Technically, in this scenario, one of two things would have occurred. Well, technically in this scenario, one of two things. Either A, Timmy caused the death of his sister and also almost the death of himself, or B, his sister would have died on her own, never having been found because she was in the woods there. So she either tripped and fell into the hole because she didn't see it, or because he turned her around and she tripped over a rock and they fell into the hole, her pulling him in, or her falling and he holding on and getting dragged in. They found us together at dawn. They told me that I had entered a coma from the cold. They didn't tell me this bit, but you had your arms wrapped around me when you passed away. That bit I overheard. I can't describe to you what it did to Mom. She had not only lost Dad, but you too, only a couple of years apart. You may have doubted it, but she really, really did care about you, you know. She always felt guilty about how she acted the year Dad died. She said she always admired the way you carried yourself, but she wished she could take more time off work to see you. Before then, I never realized how much you actively avoided her. I realized a lot of things about you after you died. Why you were always so insistent on doing everything by yourself. Why you eventually stopped talking about your friends from school. Why you started spending more time alone. You were afraid of relying on anyone else. You didn't want to open up to anybody. I know, because I was the same when I lost you. It wasn't easy. Before I lost you, it was like I had been living in a safe bubble. I walked to school with you. You had breakfast with me. You helped me with my homework. You washed my plates for me. You even tied my shoelaces. It never occurred to me how much time we spent together. School was worse. When I walked in, there was an oppressive silence. I couldn't talk to my friends properly. I felt I had to behave the same as I used to, but I couldn't, so I would get frustrated at myself and start crying. What I was worried about was other people leaving me too. Abandonment issues is what he's saying. It's quite literally trauma. I didn't know how to explain to other people that I talked to you when I was in a coma. Grimm, Baker, the ghost. There wasn't a day that went by that I didn't think about it. It seemed too vivid to be fake. Little things used to upset me that I couldn't explain to anyone. I didn't really like sweets or pastries anymore. I felt alone. I took to drawing a lot, but I had to hide it since my teachers complained that I was drawing too many scores in class. I was a morbid kid. Also, not surprising. That should honestly not shock people too terribly much, but I think I grew up fine. After all, I was lucky in a sense. I wasn't so alone. Mom was there to support me. As time passed, I realized so were others. What I remember the most about that trip now is you holding my hand as we walked through the gate. I remember thinking of how hard you worked to save me. And at the beginning of every day, that's honestly quite adorable. I still do. He's got his little drawings there too. He's remembering this years later as an adult. Honestly, it's quite sad. Even the good ending is quite sad. I feel like that's actually more sad than the neutral ending, because in the neutral ending, you don't see his perspective of the waking world. You just assume he woke up and forgot all about it and moved on with his life. And or maybe remembered it as a sort of dream, perhaps, or some such. But this makes it so that he remembers it vividly, and that it's very much a waking memory of his, not something that's going to fade away easily. Well, now for the worst ending. Also, in the neutral ending too, it's sort of sad because the sister's left in the world just reaping ghosts for who knows how long. Excuse me. Literally working herself to the bone as she's bags on her eyes and face beginning to fade, that sort of thing, until she's ready to move on. Though I don't know if she ever moves on in that regard, or if it takes her quite a long time, but eventually moving on. But you know that he lives at least a life afterwards. So let's do the terrible thing and lose now. So is this after or before? So this is before I max our spirit out. So we are not going to max our spirit out yet. I wanted to save this on file. Well, I can just overwrite file 1, doesn't matter. I'm just changing locations. So it's closer. So we are going to save this right here. And we are going to do this twice, because I want to try and see what happens if we lose the fight and the baker leaves without the full spirit, and then what happens if we lose with the full spirit. Do you want to skip this? Yes. Hopefully it doesn't take too terribly long, but it will still take a little bit of time. That's really not a lot of damage. Can I just sit here and let him hit me? No, it's not, because it's time. Okay. So what's weird about this whole situation here is it looks like... So I'm sitting here. Let's give it a moment. So he is attacking. So time is still moving. So long as I do not click into it. Alright? Yes. As long as I do not click into it, time will still move. And there we are. No, I won't let you... Lavender. Please, stop. He tries to attack Timmy, but Timmy moves, and he doesn't care, and he moves on. And by moves on, clearly, again, I mean, revives. wake up. Please wake up. Grimm, you're here. Quick, you gotta do something. The baker, he is gone. Yes. I received your message, but if it isn't too much to ask of you in your current state, would you mind explaining to me what has happened in your own words? You explained to him that you were traveling in the cave with him until the both of you had stumbled upon a ghost with a soul. He stole the soul trying to go back to his life, but you had chased him down for it. You fought, but he went back to life. But you can bring him back, right? You can just go through there and take him back. Or you could just talk to, I don't know, God or something, ask them nicely to bring him back. I have already mentioned this to you. I cannot do either of those things. I cannot pass through the barrier to the true afterlife, nor can I contact anyone there. What can you do? Nothing. Nothing? Not a thing. No, that can't be right, Lavender. I'm sorry to interrupt you. But what happened really? Why the sorrow? Were you hoping for a chance at life too? No, I mean, yes. Lavender, you have been lying to me since you came here. You lied to me about the walk. You lied to me when you said you were okay. Please, confide in me. I don't have the energy to keep secrets anymore. The truth is, the soul belonged to my brother. Timmy, you can come out now. Are you sure? I'm sure. Hello, Mr. Grimm. Please don't hurt me. That won't be necessary, Timmy. For now. What do you mean, for now? It stands to reason that since Timmy has only lost his soul recently, he is only an early ghost. That explains why he isn't hostile, like the other ghosts. Until your brother starts to show signs that he is transforming into a hostile ghost, we can keep him around whilst I look for a solution. Lala. Signs? Well, it begins small. Lala, this is literally him beginning to transform as he's trying to tell her. Technically, there's a slight change in their appearance. Lavender, what is it? That only gradually gets worse. Put me in your pocket. Until finally, there's an absolute flip in their personality. Why? You just came out. Please, Lavender, I'm not feeling too good. Why are you both whispering? What's the matter? He's smiling a little calmly. Oh, look at his sprite. Rather than, you can see his eyes in the icon on the bottom right that it's slightly shifting, but in the sprite is much worse. Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. His face is melting. Really? Grimm, what's happening? It seems the time's much sooner than I thought. Lavender, I hate to say it. But if you want the best for your brother, we should reap him soon. Are you kidding me? No. Listen to me. If we let your brother fully transform, the both of you will suffer immensely. It is better to end it now than to let the situation worsen. So I believe that if he's transforming now, that means he has that much spirit left, or that much spirit energy, rather. No, I can't let you do that. That's the one thing I've been trying to prevent. There is no other way. You don't know that. I have given you your options, Lavender. I do not want to take him by force. Really, that's a shame, because I'm not moving, and I'm not saying goodbye. You are letting your emotions control you. If you do not say goodbye to him now, you will regret this. Come on, Timmy. Get behind me. So be it. She has 1 health. We'll go ahead and use the chance to observe him. What if I were to do nothing? What then? Grimm can't be trusted. Willpower, attack, defense, agility unknown. You and your brother would be alone, and he would turn hostile, and you would be forced to reap him. And you expect me to hand over my brother to die? This is the problem with all you reapers. You almost seem to forget that you are all already dead. Passed out. No, I won't give up. I can't let myself faint. Lala, where are you? Help. You are still awake? Lavender? Lavender. So this is the absolute worst ending. Lavender, stop. You cannot pass on yet. Your spirit isn't strong enough. I want to go home. I wonder if there's a secret ending in here, like a special ending of sorts. I don't know what you would do to get it, however. We hired a new substitute baker. When others inquired about what happened to the previous baker, I said he passed on. It is rare for me to put in such a situation where I feel shame, a sense of wrongdoing, but it is there whenever I think about the chaotic situation that happened that day. I am frightened that if I tell the truth, then others will try something similar, knowing that one managed to do so. The only trust I feel is for one Reaper, and she has disappeared from the hollow. Instead, she has seemed to make the caves her new home. Try as I might to bring her here, all she does is reap, reap, reap. One after the other, tirelessly. Every now and then, another Reaper sees her and becomes startled. They are frightened. I gave her an option to wear the mask. She declined. I declined by ignoring my presence. She does not speak anymore. But sometimes, even her relentless drive fails her and she passes out. No one has bothered to help her out or wake her up. They find her scary. So I teleport her to the hollow to tuck her in. I leave her cookies and milk. I know it doesn't compensate for what I've done. I do not expect her to forgive me. But when I come back, she's gone again. So are the cookies. Sometimes she just sits in front of the gates of passing, as if waiting or remembering. If only I could. No, it's too late. Not even I can bring back the dead. The only thing I can do is live with my mistakes. So, in that regard, you make even the Grim Reaper himself feel troubled because of what you've done and your failings in saving your brother. Not actually sad as the first one somehow. It's messed up, by and far. But that first one, sorry, not the first one, the good ending is what I meant. The good ending is actually the saddest. Mostly because you can see the brother's perspective and him remembering his sister and such. Like, it's clearly the best ending. Again, I love the artwork. It's a very good ending, obviously, but there's also the whole, like, that is the saddest ending by and far. It's just the good ending is the one that hits you in the emotions much better than this one. Alright, so let's try this again. So she clearly tried to rush onwards and trying to pass on. So we just need to let everything happen as is. And then Grim Reaper will try to fight us, I believe. So it should be the same up until she runs into the portal herself. Everything else should not change. Go ahead and skip that. And we're just going to leave it here. So I cannot force that to fail. I just have to wait for the timer. So this is just waiting for us to die. And again, this should all be the same here.
Honestly, I thought that was an ending, however, where your brother actually does attack you, but I guess um, that it's just that he prepares to attack you as he's transforming, and the Grimm takes care of it. Um, I did remember him transforming, as you saw just in that last thing in there, but I guess that there's no real difference there. He doesn't actually fight you. It's just a Grimm. So I misremember that part too, which is perfectly fine because I get to see the real things there again. It's a very good game. So one moment, I want to open this here real quick because there's something else I want to do. There's something I did get. I got the. I guess you could call it DLC. It is downloadable content, but it's not for the game. It's the art book, sort of thing. I'll open that after this. Well, actually, yeah, I can open part of it at least. Actually, no, I don't think I will, because that's one of the things you do have to purchase in order to get it. So I'll go ahead and leave that. If you all wish to purchase it, because it will give you some cool little things here, and also like background cases for your, or background photos rather, for your desktop or your phone. Very good. I'm honestly trying to skip through this, but it's very slow going. And I do like that what Grimm is trying to do here is he's trying to give her the chance. Granted, it's also sort of messed up, but yeah, I can kind of understand where he's coming from. He's trying to give her the chance to say goodbye and to help him move on, because the way the Grim Reaper views it is that reaping a spirit just moves them into the afterlife. It's not killing them, because again, they are already dead. Reaping the extra energy from them is the same as taking out the corruption and moving them to the afterlife. She still views it, however, as killing, because she believes that he is alive, or that she can stay there with him, or some such. She doesn't know what is after. So, he's trying to give her the chance to not only say goodbye, but also to reap him and turn him into the afterlife while he's still lucid, while he is still sane. But of course, she does not view it that way, so it does not happen. So then he tries to knock her unconscious long enough for him to pass him on, so she doesn't have to view him, because he realizes what she views it as. He realizes partway through the fight that she sees him as alive, when he's clearly not alive. This time we're just going to attack. And we'll see what happens. What if I were to do nothing? Well, apparently you take no damage. I do not have enough confidence slash. I wonder if I have enough to use, restores all of each. Use Oolong Tea. Double your strength, rest the reaping double your defense. Let's try that. I want to see if you can survive at least one hit. Or do you expect me to head over my brother and die? So we doubled her strength and doubled her defense. I don't believe you can use it more than once. And it still does not hurt him. And still knocks you out. 499. No matter what, there is no getting through that fight, period. And I don't believe piercing will do anything either. I mean, even if it did, he probably has an insane amount of health anyways. So now it should be changing. She should be able to pass through. And she does. So now what will the ending say? Oh, I can actually freely walk. Well, freely I say, but I can only really walk left or right. That's odd. Oh, isn't that the baker? Or was that him passing on to the afterlife? Well, they're both in the graves. End. Oh, this one you don't even get any sort of dialogue. Retry. No, that's perfectly fine. Are you sure your progress will not be saved? Go to title screen. That's perfectly fine. We've already gotten 4 endings. So, in that, basically, if you lose and you do not pass on, that is still what will happen. So if you do not pass on, you and your brother are still dead. And then of course she's stuck there reaping constantly for as long as she can. But if you pass on, and your brother's forced to pass on, weirdly enough he was glowing green, they just used the resprite, which is fine, but more or less he should not be glowing green, because he's not returning to life. That was not the baker, that was actually, her brother being forced to move on. So, in that ending, they both go to the afterlife together, which is arguably a decent ending. They moved on to the afterlife, they are together, they both did die, but they died, both of them. So, again, not very good. Then there's the other ending where Timmy moves on, but she does not. He moves on and remembers life pretty vividly, but she's stuck reaping for untold years until she's able to move on, if ever. And then finally, they both move on together. One goes back to the life and remembers her, and you get to see that ending there. And she goes on to assumed heaven, at least, and to hopefully watch over him, that sort of thing. So it's very, very good. I love the story, I love the art. It's a very good series all in all. I'm curious, what are these? Oh, just a couple of people going live. Alright, let's go back to Steam here. And let's finish Underground Blossom, and let me correct the stream title and such. Underground Blossom, take out this, and put puzzle game here. And technically horror. Alright, well, stupid title created, and time to play. So, we should have a map here. We've already read this last time. I do not need to read that again. So we have access to all of these. I believe we have to go to the lake. So this sort of thing, I hate this here. It's clicked onto it, but then I move it, and why is my mouse way out here? I do not understand. Not something I appreciate. Either way, also very terribly loud. I'm not sure why it reset. Also, one moment. Want to take a bite of food. Alright, so the way that I remember this, these don't really matter right now, because we can move them around, but who cares? What is this? This is, okay, this is how we get around. So we have items per station, and we can bring items from station to other a little bit here and there, at least. And depending on what items we have, we can go from one station to another to do something. Clearly, there's nothing to do really here. So we have to figure out where will we use a coin at. And I believe that was it? It was either child or bird. I think it was the bird station. Because there's that vending machine I'm looking for. No, so it was not bird station, because it's not the vending machine, it's this. We have, it just says coin, not a set amount of money. Maybe it was, I don't know, because, so Child Lane, it might not, no, I'm not sure. We'll see. I'll just have to go back and forth. I have to familiarize myself with what's where again. Because this is the one with the children at each place, so there's no vending machine here. Yes. And Child Lane, I don't believe has it. I believe Child Lane was the one with the men in the box, the phone and such here. Right, so it's not here. So which one is it? Sorrow Cross. I thought the vending machine was earlier on in this, but I suppose here it is. So we have 50 cents, which means we can only purchase one thing. We have a nut bar. Why do I have a nut bar? I actually don't know why I have this. Well, if I go to Skull Street, there was a person who's allergic to it, but I don't know how that would help. It was this one. Oh. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. So 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. Alright, and what will you give me? Alright, so we've got the first cube, which means it's time to return. So each time we get a cube, we have to go to the lake in order to give it back. I'm not sure if the order matters. I actually do not know about that. Okay, well, there's clearly nothing else I can do here. Oh, there's another cube there. Well, that doesn't actually help me at all. It's a cube that I can use, sure, but it doesn't help me in any way. Not really, at least. Right, we have a bucket, we have a brush with paint. I could make it a bucket of water and trying to use it somewhere. I just don't know why I would need a bucket of water at the moment. Let's see all here. No more snacks to be purchased. Nothing else there. What about Soul Street? So I'll go ahead and fill this with water and see if there is something I can do with it. We need a key for number 9. That should have a cube in it. There's a fish there, but I don't have a fishing pole or really any way to capture a fish as far as I'm aware. I might need a net. That's something I could potentially do. I need a key for that as well. So I need a key for here. Nothing else there. Can I speak to you? No, I cannot. Nothing that I'm aware of I can use the crowbar for. I know one of them I need money, because I need to purchase something from the shop, where the bird lane. I need to purchase something from the shop there. I need more money for here, I think, wasn't it? Oh no, maybe not. Maybe we've already got what we need here. Hello. You're still being whatever you are. Can I do anything here? No. No, I cannot do anything there. Oh, I can paint your eyes. Oh, handy that. And notice how that item's gone, so it's used up. No longer needed. There's something... Okay, I remember there's something about this actually as well. And there's another combination I can make for that. I don't remember what it is, but I can try. Okay, well that's just another cube, which surprisingly is not very helpful. Let's go to... Let's just go back to here. I'm not sure if there's anything here to do right now, because we need to go to this place for the donut. I'm not really sure why. I don't remember. Nothing about that one. Can I pick this up? Can I just take this? I kind of need this for fishing purposes. Oh. I was actually not expecting that. Well, that solves that issue. No, I actually have to click it once it's out here. I do, in fact. Well, I got a bucket of water now. Mashed it up real good, and now we have a key, probably for Crib Station. And that it was. So what do I owe you? Oh, well, first of all, we've got another cube.
Take it to the next station. 1 shrimp, please.
Shrimp. Shrimp. Where would I, what? Is that from the donut? Well, probably not. Is there something with the briefcase here? No. It's a bit of an oddity there. I'm not sure if that is intentional discoloration there. Or miscolor, I suppose. Right, let's go to the lake, put the 2 cubes in here. And then try to figure out what to do with the bucket and the crowbar. And again, I wonder if these are meant to be in order, but for now, it doesn't really matter. I cannot fill his head with water. A shame. But I do have a bucket of water. Can I water the tree? I suppose not. Nothing I can really do here. Alright, let's work our way backwards. And I cannot free him at all. Nor can I douse him with water anymore. Nothing else needed here. We've already dealt with you. I believe we've already dealt with this. We've doused it with water once before. Like, I'm not really sure what's with the glowing embers here. Can't really do anything there. Nothing extra there. I'm pretty sure this one's already used up. I'm pretty sure we've gotten everything we can get from here. Right. So, nothing further there, unless we get a knife. If we get a knife, then we can cut the man out. Who, I don't know who is. Alright, nothing for that one. We already know this was just the time. We've already dealt with you. Crowbar on anything? No. Oh! Oh! It's the top 3 in bottom right. That's Child Lane. Oh, just give me another cube. I should have guessed as much, but honestly, that's perfectly fine. Still have a crowbar, and we still have a bucket. So what can I do about that? Let's go back to School Street, I suppose. Because I don't think there's anything I do with this man here. I could try to douse the man with water and make him leave, but I'm not sure what that would do for me. If anything, honestly. Might not do anything. So starting from the left side here, can I... No. You no longer have anything to say to me, alright. How about you, Lord?
What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
Nothing I can do with the water. Alright, and what about you?
Your train arrives at 2:40.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Okay, so there's two lights here. Is there another combination for all this that I need to do then? Why is it disappearing now? Okay, so there's a combination I need to find on that one. That was actually surprisingly loud. His scream is very annoying. Alright, so... I think we have everything we need from Bird Station until we get money. I'm not sure what else we could do. There's a, there is this, I suppose. Oh, well, apparently that answered that. But that's only a... Oh, it's a $50 bill. I thought it was a $10 bill.
There you go.
Why do I have a donut though? What can I do with the donut? Who do I give? You, maybe? It is your favorite donut.
Donut, my favorite.
Okay, Homer, eat the
Have you
donut.
seen that mysterious person? She visits the red tile station at noon.
The red tile station at noon. Okay, well, what's the red tile station? This one here. At noon. There you are. Hello there. And that's another cube. And she's gone. Alright, to the lake. So we still have to get a shrimp somehow. Which is probably after... Actually, we probably get the shrimp from turning all the cubes in. That would make sense. We're missing one cube from somewhere, though. What are we missing? What puzzle did we not solve yet? So in School Street, we've got everything there that I can think of, except, no, actually, I think we do have everything there. So we got everything in the School Street. Child Lane. No, it is the School Street. There's that extra light. So we've got to solve that puzzle somehow, figure out where that's coming from. Let's see if there's any symbols anywhere or something I missed. So I'm getting sinusy again here. Mucus buildup in the leg is very annoying. Nothing here that can really help, and I know the symbols on his arms aren't useful here either. Sorrow Cross we just looked at, and in Sorrow Cross I had that vending machine there. I cannot remember the other wall. The other wall had a mural painting thing. Bird Station, we just got the thing for that. Let's go all the way back to, well, let's go back through. Nothing. Oh, you know what? I remember. Alright. I remember to fill this one with water. Down, left, up or down. Right, down. Down, left, up or down. Right, down. Okay, and that's school. So it should be you. Was that not right? Hold on. Oh no, I did it the wrong one. So it's down, left, up or down. Right and then down. I missed one in between. Alright. And then the lake. So that should be the last of the cubes. So the order does not matter in which you put them, as long as they are there. And yes, he just has the shrimp that we're supposed to use on this station for the last ticket.
Ticket to the next station. 1 shrimp, please. The train leaves at 2:25.
2:25, alright. It's 1, 2, and 25. If you recall, this was more like a ghost train or a black train or some such, like the memories or the demon sort of thing, but it's a golden train for, well, a golden ticket. Nothing I can steal from you there. And that is the end of the game here. I'm not sure what the achievements are that I'm missing, or how to get them, to be honest. I wonder if the descriptor will tell me. Well, for now, let's just wait and see. The Hotel, Rusty Lake. Also, apparently, I forgot, this is not the end of the game yet. There's one last puzzle. I think there's one last puzzle anyways. Let's see. Maybe it is the end of the game. We'll find out in a moment here. Won't take too terribly long.
Back, Harvey. I am glad you're here. We have work to do. The day of the lake is coming.
Oh, okay, so that was the end of it. You have reached the end of the Day of the Lake. Would you like to receive an invitation? Sign up now, continue. So, the Day of the Lake is actually something from their website that I've already clicked on before. But that is, in fact, the end of the game there. And this just tells you to view them at the lake. So, we've already done that. And we have gotten everything here. The only other thing would be to try and get the achievements but I'm not sure about those. English language, walk through Discord, research, and just the information. So let's see if it will tell us. And all of that. So what all am I missing? So nice technique, and oh, that's the nipple one, Soul Street 3. Not sure what that is, don't really want to try and get it. Bird British Station, music to die for. I wonder what music to die for would be, because the only thing I can think of is 321 321, Song of Unhealing, but that's a completely unrelated game. Bothersome. Bothersome. It's just constantly messing with the manner of the paper, possibly. Not Court Johnny, School Street 3. Any of these Ascension, I'm not sure what that's about. That's the elevator, I'm not sure what that's. He's back underground. Probably click on the detective when he appears. Was there a point in the time when there was? I didn't click on him. I wonder if I was supposed to spam click him. Your memories are saved with us. I'm not sure about that one. And behind the mask, I don't think he ever appeared near that I remember seeing, unless he was an old man. I just didn't recognize him. Alright, so we can try to go to the music one, and we can try to go to Child Lane. So, music and Child Lane, which is the Bird Lane and Child Lane. Oh, Bird Station, rather, in Child Lane. These are the only two achievements I'm really going to try for, because to be honest, I don't know the other ones. I'm not sure what music you'd use to die for, otherwise. Okay, so it's not Song of Unhealing, which is not surprising in the slightest. It should be some sort of combination of... Wait. Actually, that sounded more like Song of Healing, I suppose. No. I'm not sure. I have no idea what you could possibly have or how you would find it. That should be fine. Let's go to Child Lane now and bother the man and see if that actually works. Because it's clearly the guy with the newspaper. You have to somehow sort of, I suppose, keep interacting with him. But I wonder if it's before he puts the newspaper, because I don't have a way now in order to interact with, I guess I actually don't have any way to interact with him at all anymore. So, I suppose that's it there. Unless, can I douse him with water? I don't have any water. Oh well, that is fine. No, I'm trying to actually exit the game. So, alright, so that's it for Underground Blossom as well then. That really didn't take too much time to go through what I left over. I should have just finished it off last time. I thought it would take me longer. But that worked out in the end, honestly. So, not too bad. So, I need to find out if I actually have off downloaded or not. I think I do. I think I put it in the Itch.io horror game section, didn't I? Or was that what I was planning to do? Is it just on my desktop? No. I have no idea where I put it. So, I do have off downloaded, I'm fairly certain. I just don't know where it is right now. I'll have to search for it. But that's not really too hard to do. So, I'll search for that, and I don't know if I want to play that next time or not, because I do really want to play World of Horrors. I think this could be quite a lot of fun. What I could do is sort of break it up, play World of Horror for Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Fridays play off or some such, or break the monotony of one with the other, that sort of thing. If it takes too long to get through, or if I get stuck on a puzzle, take a break from this, go to back and forth, that sort of thing. I'm not entirely certain how I want to go about doing it, but I really do want to play this, and I really want to play off as well now. So, we'll see how it turns out. But for now, that is all the time I have. So, I do hope you enjoyed. Do take care of yourselves, rest well, and I hope to see you soon.